Miss Bass.
What?
I did something earlier that maybe you'll be happy about. But you brought up something earlier, and I said we weren't going to get into it. But in commemoration, before the new After Dark intro, can you please take 10 seconds of our time here to the audience as well in commemoration of a great Duck fan? You'll be happy, Spaz. So 10 seconds of silence, please. All right. Spaz, on to the intro. Fuck you. Enjoy it. If you don't like it, I don't give a shit.
Every week your team sucks. Every week we let you know we are here to make fun of you. The After Dark Show is upon you. The After Dark Show is upon you. Every week your team sucks. Every week we let you know we are here to make fun of you. Every week your team sucks.
That came out so fucking good.
Yeah, that came out good.
I didn't even try as hard for that one as the quacking off one, and that one came out 10 times better. That was what I wanted for the quacking off show. But anyways, well, welcome in everyone to the After Dark show. That is right, where we literally just make fun of your teams because they all suck. And we are open to criticism and we'll make fun of our own team when they also suck. So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. We
Yeah.
hope to have more fan bases here representing themselves, but everyone else apparently are pussies. So fuck them, I guess. I mean, what else are you gonna say?
Yeah, nothing you can say, really.
That today has been fucking infuriating. And with it's no one's fault, obviously, but the weather delays have been a killer today. All the games
Yeah,
have been
it's
pushed back, postponed. Fucking just, I couldn't keep track. I just couldn't keep track. I just kind of gave up after a while. It's one way of looking at it. Kind of. Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough, Troy. That's fair enough. AI. I own the rights to that shit.
Oh, I just got a message. Sean will be here shortly.
No. Well, fucking dipshit. Well, yeah, of course, because all these games are still going on. It's so annoying, though. It's just been a shit show today because of weather. So then Spaz, if he's gonna be here in a minute, let's see what we want to go over. Because there were teams that look good, but we need to laugh at some teams. But I kind of want to wait for Sean now.
Yeah, let's. Yeah, I mean,
There are easy teams to laugh at, and oh God, there's a lot of them. There's so many good ones to laugh at.
yeah, Arkansas. We can laugh at Arkansas, Troy.
No, yeah, no.
They
Well,
jumped.
no one gives a shit about Arkansas.
Dude, they almost beat Ole Miss at Ole Miss.
Oh, I know, but that's Arkansas. Like every year, they have like 2 games where they're like, here they are. Here's the Razorbacks, and yeah, that's Arkansas like every year, which I guess is not bad if you think about it. Like they beat the teams they should, and then they have those close losses to teams they probably shouldn't even be competing with. So in the same way, I guess that's good. Yeah. Well, shocking, especially after, actually for a little bit of this Beaver game, I thought the weather delay would maybe help them regroup after the shock of going down like 14-0, and then weather delay for a long time. And because I was watching it, I was like, and here we go, another delay. And nope, didn't help them much. Not much.
No.
Murphy looked like absolute trash.
Trent Bray's got issues down there.
He has no money.
I don't know. Dude, collectives are pulling out of Oregon State.
Well, they made the mistake of. There was an argument online earlier I saw randomly. I kind of skimmed over it, but it was like, for Washington State, Oregon State, the Pac and stuff. If only those 4 teams, or if only USC, UCLA hadn't left, and then I can't remember who commented. It was like if Oregon and Washington left too, and then everyone else. But it was like, but that was the point. There was a downfall with 2 teams leaving. The 2 other teams, Oregon and Washington, were smart to reach out and go, hey, we're available if you'd like us in advance, just in case. Well, most of the teams didn't. Oregon State and Washington State just kind of sat put, like, we're good. So here they are. And we love the Beavs. We love the Cougs. Wish nothing but the best for them. But yeah, times are hard. Times are hard down there.
Yeah. One of the prominent alums from OSU, Steve Johnson, who played in the NBA, had a huge collective that he was getting ready to donate, and the university turned him down and said no thanks.
Ouch.
Yeah, that was just like last week. Digital Dam was talking about it last week, I think. Yeah, it was not a. It's not a good look in Corvallis right now. It's a dumpster fire down there. They're calling for Trent Bray's head already. They're calling for moves.
Trent Bray, he'll be fine. Yeah, thank you, Troy, for reminding me of this game. With all the weather delays and then doing dinner, I kind of just gave up trying to keep track of this shit. I was pulling for Vandy, so let me see, where is it here? Vandy at South Carolina. I did. If I was a betting man, I would have picked Vandy, but let me see. What the fuck is it? Why is it so hard to find sometimes when it's all like scrolling through teams? Or are they still technically live? Oh, they're still live. That's why. Technically, I guess. Oh! It just finalized. It hadn't updated on the ESPN. Woof. 31-7 Vanderbilt over the 11th ranked game.
Yeah.
And
that was in South Carolina.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to say Vanderbilt should win this game, but God damn. And Troy's right, though. Vandy will be like, yeah. Oh, not Vandy. Sorry, the voters will be like, South Carolina's still really good. They'll jump to like 16, and Vandy will jump to like 14 or something like that. Like something really stupid like that, like they always do. Everyone officially laugh. We don't laugh at poverty, but laugh at the South Carolina Gamecocks. Whatever. I like Beamer. He's a fun coach. Losing his mind all the time on the sideline.
Brian Kelly's going to 3-0.
Hey, good for him.
That defense at LSU this year is no joke. Brian Kelly's finally brought some defense in.
Well, Hold on there. Hold on. You calm yourself down. You calm yourself down, okay? It's Florida and Clemson. And Clemson's offense is not great.
Yeah, public.
So I don't everyone's overreacting like, oh my God, they held the Heisman frontrunner Cade Klubnik to 7 or 10 points. Oh my God. Now Florida, oh my God. Like, who are you talking about? They're not good teams. Troy gets it. I'm like, no, these teams are awful. You're literally at a team that is probably Florida that's about to fire their coach, finally. And Dabo, who literally might be like a Nick Saban, be like, peace, I'm out. It's bad. Oh, God. If only I had a fucking clip of modest proportion to introduce someone. But everyone, welcome in our favorite Geico caveman. It's so easy. A caveman can do it.
This show has a very low bar to entry.
I know that's why you're here.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate it. You know, you're ever generous, giving opportunities to.
We're equal.
To the
opportunists.
homeless? Yeah.
Yeah.
We contribute to the homeless.
Will you get out of someone's kitchen, please? Shoo.
Hey, the alarm hasn't gone off yet. Okay. I think the owners are still asleep too, so don't make too much noise.
I mean, didn't you almost become the second best team in Ohio today?
The second best team. I think we can declare ourselves state champions today. I think we can. I think that was 1 and 2 tonight. Cincinnati's still to be determined. Had a garbage opponent tonight. Worthless. So.
I just can't keep up with these games today. Like I said, with all the weather delays. The weather delays have been brutal.
Yes. Yes, they have.
How long till Billy Napier gets fired now? Oh my God, 5 interceptions? He threw 5?
What, Lagway?
God damn, yeah. I'm just looking at the final stats. He threw 5 picks.
Well, that'll lose anyone a game.
God damn.
I don't even know the all-time record of teams with 5 interceptions.
There's not many teams that will win that way. I don't think there's ever been a team that has had 5 interceptions and won a game.
Never.
I think you'd be hard pressed to find a team. We'd have to do a little bit of research here.
And we don't do that on the show.
No.
No. We don't have time.
Jackson would probably have. Technically, teams that have thrown 5 interceptions are 2 and 267 all time.
Now,
the last team to win a game with 5 interceptions was in 1947
before the forward
Dwight D. Eisenhower.
No. It's like it was in 1913 before the forward pass was invented. Like, wait, what? How the fuck did that happen?
Yeah.
For more interesting tidbits, make sure you subscribe to CFB Nerds at Instagram.com.
Pretty much, yeah. You gotta go to CFB Nerds for them to look up those type of data points. They're the only ones who will.
Yeah.
If we want to laugh at teams, because this is the whole point of this show, is to laugh at teams already, because their seasons are over. And why don't we just start with Friday night? Because that's the only night that mattered, realistically. Mr. Deion Sanders and those Colorado Buffalo. Oh, man, year 3 was supposed to be the highlight of the career, right? Oh. No, sir.
Yeah, not.
Willie Fritz and the Houston Cougars had something else to say about that.
All right. Well, he's at least owning it. He said, "We're not struggling. We're getting our butts kicked." He's at least owning it.
Yeah. You lost your 2 or 3 of your best offensive weapons and one of your best defensive weapons, and you got nothing. You're now on your 3rd string quarterback.
Well, no,
because your first 2 are garbage.
Yeah, well, it was funny. It's because this week though there was a thing about it, and when they asked him like, "Are you going to start Staub over, what's his name? Fucking Salter." Yeah, I was like, God damn, I should know this because I put in a live stream chat. I was like, what's the difference between Salter at Colorado and at Liberty, or Deion or whatever? I was like, both of them got their ass kicked by Oregon. Basically, like, but yeah, it was like
lay down right there.
The funny thing was this week, Deion said, "There's no way I'm putting Staub over Salter," and then Staub starts, and Salter's on the sideline, smirking every time Staub had like a bad play. He was over there like, ha 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 ha. I'm like, oh, there's some tension going on in that sideline and back, locker room.
No question.
But not a great way to start. 1-3 for Colorado, or 1-2.
They were not the most embarrassing team on Friday night, not by a long stretch.
Oh no! We're starting simple here. We're starting easy. This is the easy intro.
We're easing our way and down the way.
This is a toughie between the two, but at least it was a close loss on the road. But I would say the top 2 to 3 team pick for the Big 12 championship is fully out of contention. As Kansas State, what in the fuck are you doing? What in the absolute hell? You're losing to Arizona? Arguably one of the worst teams last year.
Yeah.
Not Arizona State. Arizona.
Yeah. They barely beat North Dakota.
Yeah. Like losing to Iowa State in Dublin in a close game, nothing to worry about. Cool. Whatever. It happens. Arizona. Kansas State lost to Army at home. Once again, not necessarily anything to be embarrassed about. We've seen teams running up and down on Kansas State before. It does happen. But to go to Arizona, one of the worst teams last year, and lose. That's embarrassing. Your Big 10 title, your Big 12 title chances are out the fucking window. Absolutely out the window.
Notre Dame just scored a touchdown to break the tie.
Yeah.
Well, good for the Golden Domers. Touchdown Jesus is so happy now. Oh, I can make these jokes now without getting repercussions from a text message. You guys are looking good.
Yeah.
When I didn't say anything. It was actually Sean that got me in trouble. Fuck you, Sean.
Oh, the Calgary. The Calgary.
The Calgary taking down Minnesota.
They're up 7-0. They just scored.
Yeah, no, I saw that already. That was a while ago. I saw that already.
I almost forgot about that game. Next one.
It's under the radar.
Yeah, but that is the best game in the Big Ten this week. Cal Minnesota.
Oh yeah.
The Big Ten schedule is completely
missed the extra point. Fucking retards.
All right. But yeah, Kansas State disappointment in the Big 12 easily. Sean, if you want to burn it down, because a certain Lobos is a brew in LA.
Los Lobos.
Did you not see the tweet earlier? Sorry for brewing your night last night, like burn it with a picture of like a fire. Their athletic department, I was like, so bad.
Did you see the picture of the stadium last night?
Jesus Christ!
During
Why
mid-game?
wouldn't you consolidate the fan? I hope that was before the game kicked off, because why wouldn't you consolidate everyone on the sidelines?
There was like maybe 500 people in that entire stadium.
No, there was more than that. But yeah, it was sad.
It was bad.
I'll find it.
Oh, see ya! Kickoff return. No flag. Oh, there is a flag.
Well, you're ahead of me here, so.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I've told him stop talking about games while we're live, because a lot of people are behind. The timing is not the same everywhere, no matter what you have. I'm like, stop. He was doing it earlier while I was watching the game. He was like, oh, and I'm like, it hasn't happened here yet. Stop it, Spaz. I'm going to mute you.
Oh!
Elko's giving that same face that my dad gave me from like ages 9 through 18.
So, New Mexico and UCLA.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to be on here. Fuck the other games going on right now. No one gives a shit because they're still current.
No, that's the whole point. You do give a shit. You're supposed to talk about them as well.
No, I can't. But we can't laugh at them yet.
Sure, you can.
Not yet. They haven't lost or won yet, so we have to wait. Spaz has got to get better. He'll get better at this one day.
Yes. So New Mexico, Bronco Mendenhall leaves, takes like half his team with him.
And they go into the Rose Bowl and win.
Then they bring an FCS coach who has to come in and just like patch the whole team back together with like scotch tape and hot glue, and then they just go and pound on the Bruins on the
big stage. Yeah, well, and the biggest thing is, again, this is UCLA that actually finished off the season last year fairly strong. Showed some promise, and I thought, okay, they kind of figured this shit out. Then you have the whole off-season drama where you send your quarterback to Tennessee to get Nico. Well, guess what? He's doing all right at Tennessee. We'll get into Tennessee later for how they choked that bitch away. But Brewers are pretty good. But Nico is a dumpster fire. And that entire offense is a dumpster fire. You could kind of forgive the blowout loss to Utah, the first game. You can kind of forgive that because Utah, I think, is actually probably pretty good. But to lose then to UNLV and then New Mexico, that's like unforgivable.
Yeah. You lose to two of the worst teams in the country, and you're in the Big Ten. I mean, UNLV will be lucky to win 3 or 4 games this year. New Mexico, I have no idea. I thought they were going to be horrible coming into this year.
Yeah, rumor is Deshaun Foster. Rumor tonight out of Brentwood is that Deshaun Foster has connections to a flight to Siberia. They're about to pull the plug on Deshaun Foster.
I don't think they're going to pull the plug on, but if they wanted to, his buyout has to be only like a few $1 million at most.
That's all over.
Does he have a buyout? Does he even have a contract? I don't know.
That's true too. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it has to be like only like maybe a couple $1 million though, $2 or $3 million. It's not anything major. Where even UCLA would be like, yeah, but then who are they going to get? Who wants to take over? Bring back Jim Mora. Bring back Jim Mora.
I think Jim Mora's got it nice and cozy in UConn. I didn't see did they beat Delaware today? I didn't even see. I know they were in a battle. But they were in a.
Let me see here. A dumpster fire. My internet's being slow. It went back 2 pages. Thank you. Jim Mora has a cushy job at UConn. I don't think he doesn't need to worry about it.
No.
UConn lost to Delaware by 3 in overtime.
Oh,
44-41. Way to jinx Jim Mora.
Wait. Wait. If I hadn't asked about him, would they have won this game in the past?
No, you would still have fucked him over. How do you lose to Delaware? I don't know, but which is surprising. Joe Fagnano, that's the quarterback of UConn, I believe, had 346 passing yards. He might have maybe had some picks. I'm not looking at the stats. I could give a shit. But yeah, Jim Mora, he's unless he tanks that program completely in like legal action, he's probably not getting fired from UConn. He's pretty chill. Pay him like $700,000 a year. He's just chilling, whatever.
I mean, like he's probably living fine off the buyouts he has from all the other coaching.
Oh
jobs.
yeah. He already had money before that, anyways. So yeah, he's good to go. Let's see what we got. UCLA is at the top of the list for most disappointing or saddest team, anyways. Kansas State maybe most disappointing so far of the season. What do we have today, though? Who was disappointing from today?
Do you wonder if there's something about like having that early season, that week 0 game, cross the ocean, that transatlantic game, because we had Florida State last year completely crumble, Nebraska the year before. In Northwestern, I think that was the only win they had the entire season when they played Nebraska.
It might be. Maybe I don't know. That is an interesting. Maybe there's more data needed on that, because that would be an interesting thing. Is like if you play in week 0 overseas, your season is fucked. Like just pack it in right now. Shut down the stadium. Don't worry about it.
And I'm really hoping that's true, because Michigan plays in Germany next season, and then
Oh yeah, against Central Michigan, right? Or is it Western?
Michigan. Yeah.
Which makes absolutely no sense. Absolutely no sense.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Don't play Navy.
Yeah, be like if Bayern Munich came over to Grand Rapids to play a Division II German like pro team made of like construction workers and day laborers.
Oh, he's gonna get it. Fuck.
God damn. The today, is there a standout disappointing team? And I'm laying off of South Florida. I thought South Florida would do better, but guess what? After 2 tough games, they are still a G5 school. Second week in a row on a road, so to say.
The Fighting Cristobal's.
They ran to like the buzzsaw, and I think they're just tired. That's Boise State, Florida, and Miami 3 weeks in a row. Not like the easiest task for a team that has just high expectations, but it's not quite there. But USF is good. They just got mollywopped.
Shout out to Alex Golish, Ohio State graduate. Didn't play football for Ohio State, but still went there.
I like his philosophy. He's an aggressive coach.
Yes,
he's an aggressive coach in that sense. So
Well, if we want to laugh,
Oh,
let's laugh. Let's laugh at. I believe they were the number 6 or number 4 team to start the season, and
Clemson.
now they've lost their second game in 3 weeks.
is this the mighty Dabos? The fighting
The mighty
Dabos?
Dabos.
Another game. I said, nah, Georgia Tech's got this. Come on.
And the game they won was against a G5 team where they were trailing by 2 touchdowns at halftime.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So this is not a Clemson was one of those teams. I kind of put them high in my expectations. I put them to win the ACC and make the playoffs. If I would have put together a top 25, they would have been a top 5 team for sure, in my estimation.
Their
But that's just
new offensive play caller is
Isn't it the same guy? Isn't it still Riley?
more.
No.
No, it's
No,
not.
he's gone.
Yeah, Dabo's got a new play caller.
Oh, I thought Garrett Riley was still there.
Where is Garrett Riley coaching then?
I have no idea.
I thought it was a new play caller.
No, I think it's still Garrett Riley. It was the second year with Cade Klubnik. That was the whole point of why everyone was so high on him.
No.
Oh, well then, yeah, well, it's
God damn it, Spaz, you shut your mouth. That's why everyone was so high on him. It was like second or third year with the same OC or whatever. That was why everyone was so hard. Yeah, thank you, Esso. God damn it, we need Esso on this show. Spaz, you can get the fuck out of here. Go play with your pussy. Stop
Hey,
feeding
I'm
it.
not
Stop feeding it
perfect.
Doritos. Spaz fed his cat Doritos earlier on the
I
show.
did not. I was eating with my salad, fucker.
Some of the cat told me
I
afterwards.
thought if you had a false start or whatnot under 2 minutes or whatever, it was a runoff.
Yeah, unless you have if you have a timeout, then you can
Burn the timeout. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even then, 10 seconds. I mean, well, 5 yards, whatever. But yeah, Clemson is. This is why I said about that LSU thing. Clemson is highly disappointing. So that LSU win doesn't exactly look great now already.
No, but they've
Lay down.
so they've beat
down.
LSU's now beaten the 2 most overrated preseason teams in the country. The 2 of them.
Yeah, I just look at it and I'm like, that's why there's more data that needs on some teams. There are more data points because great, LSU beat Florida by 10. Again, Florida just lost to South Florida last week.
Mm-hmm.
LSU beat Clemson by 7 on the road at the beginning of the week. Clemson just lost to Georgia Tech. I mean, there's more data needed. More data. Spaz needs to work on muting his mic when he's not talking, so he doesn't scream into all of our ears and blast my eardrums out. Yeah, Clemson though. I mean, I could give 2 shits. I take joy in their misery, to be honest.
So I got a bone to pick with you guys. What happened in the fourth quarter today? I put a nice little hefty chunk on Oregon minus 26.5.
Well, this is why I don't bet. Because if I bet in confidence, like I did on our score predictions, then they underperform. But when I say they're going to underperform, they overperform. This is why I'm not a betting person.
That's why he's 0-3 in score predictions this year.
Yes, about pretty much. And it was actually not too bad until they scored 14 points. That was the second and third stringers, fourth stringer even. But not great. Not great to see. No.
Yeah, I thought that I mean in like sort of everything intellectually said I shouldn't I should fade Oregon this week. It's they're playing at 9 a.m. local time, and they're traveling more than halfway across the country, and it's an opponent. It's an opponent they don't care. Like you don't care. Like it just seemed like one of those obvious spots from underperformance. But I still just thought, God, there's such a gap between these two. Oregon's been so unbelievably impressive the first couple weeks. Northwestern's been such a pile of dog doo. Like, come on.
I think that's what it was. We talked about it on the post game. We were like, I think that's kind of what it was. I think some of it was the 9 a.m. Pacific kickoff time, even though it was 11 a.m. there. Then you had the weather thing going on literally like 3 hours beforehand, 4 hours beforehand. It was like lightning, fucking thunderstorms. Then it's Northwestern in a 12,000 person stadium. And then what does Oregon have to show in that game?
Where did they play this game? You know,
the women's soccer field in Evanston.
Okay.
It was where the women's have their soccer game, so it was like a 12,000 person stadium until next year when they move in their new one. But I mean, what did Oregon have to show during this game at this point? Nothing. Just go in, win, go home. In a way, not great, not the greatest showing by any means, huh, Spaz?
No,
but
it was not the greatest. But they didn't need to, neither.
Like next week, do I expect them to do any more to the Beavers? No. Why? Because they have Penn State coming up. Why? Just do what you do. Get out of there.
Where's the game? 4th and goal.
Is that game in Eugene or in Corvallis?
In Eugene this year. So just do what they do and get the fuck out of there. That's all you gotta do.
Dad, shut up. I'm actually watching this. Come on.
You guys are such babies.
Wait. You decided to put this on late night.
Well, no, it's weather delays decided to do this to us.
This is not a weather delay game. This is
this is Notre Dame's fault, and touchdown Jesus can something.
This game started 4 hours ago, though.
I know. That's why I said too. I was like, dude, this shit has been going on forever. I haven't even been paying attention. I'm like, you're still on?
The Ohio State game, which started a half an hour earlier, ended like an hour and 20 minutes ago.
That's the difference between having a game on national TV and not. If you had a shot to watch the Oregon Northwestern game, that game had zero energy, zero nothing. Because it was like, all right, they're punting. And, okay, timeout. Oh, and there's a turnover. Oh, we're going to another commercial timeout. Oh, they just scored 65 yards 2 plays later. And another 5-minute commercial timeout.
Yeah.
Dude, there was more commercials in that fucking game than there was game action.
Well, the entire big noon kickoff was literally just Oregon. They're like, we know you're here, Wildcats, but Oregon. I was like, wow, you guys are dicks at the same time. You're on Northwestern's campus. And just tell them to fuck off, basically.
And the Big Ten headquarters are like,
oh!
I told you to say shut up. I told you to shut up.
I told him to mute his fucking mic, but he refuses to do it. Like he's blowing my eardrums out.
Sorry.
And then he does it again.
What? I said sorry. That's all I said.
It was sorry. I was like, your mic is like right here. Mine's like separated, so I have to like scream.
It's Troy's fault.
No, Troy actually responded after you did, but I just put it on the screen.
We might have a question here about the future of Notre
Now,
Dame.
now, the future of this will be: does A&M go for 2 for some stupid reason because they can't count?
Yeah, I don't think so. And can
I could see Elko being like 2, and all the assistants going, "Yo, bro, 1, kick the extra point." He's like, "You're fired." They're like, well, there's the cult for you right there.
They're going to burn touchdown Jesus down tonight.
Good. Yo, what's up? Got some ducks in here.
Fourth and goal from what, the 11?
The 11, yeah, 4th and goal from the 11. I saw it. I pulled it up, and I was like, "Ooh, yikes! That's not an easy 4th and goal. It's not like from like the 2 or something. It's like the 11,
right into his chest. Perfect throw.
Like Notre Dame is in pure press man on 4th and 11. What the fuck is that up with that? Why would you do that? Like you're just asking. That's just a jump ball situation.
Yeah.
Well, something Notre Dame's gonna have to do is look at themselves closely, because I wasn't watching this game, so I'm gonna have to go watch them back highlights. But when you
got away with a hold too,
you allow one receiver from A&M 7 receptions, 207 yards.
Was there a hold there? I mean, look. Yeah, that linebacker that blitzed. It looked like he had basically a free shot at.
And then he just got tackled by the lineman.
Yeah,
Look at that.
Notre Dame has things. Notre Dame. It doesn't matter if it's a hold. It's touchdown, extra points, good. Notre Dame loses, or is going to. When you allow one receiver 7 receptions, 207 yards receiving, you have problems. When you allow a quarterback 17 to 37, 360 yards passing, you have problems. You have issues you need to fix.
Yeah, they're now 0-2.
Yeah, I can't wait for O's Irish on Monday. Oh, the meltdown. They had to split these. They even said they had to split Miami and Notre and A&M to have a shot. Losing both,
you're done. You're not going to go to the playoffs.
It's over, because no one else on your schedule is impressive to a degree.
Well, they need to pray that USC has a monster season.
Yeah, but if USC does, what makes you think that they're going to beat USC?
Well, I mean, they can beat USC. They're perfectly capable. But like, say USC goes 10-2 and one of their losses to Notre Dame. Who says Notre Dame might not lose to one more team before that? Well, absolutely. I understand that completely.
At this point, shut the season down, Notre Dame. No one gives a fuck about you. I love being able to say the F word as many times as I want on this show. It's rock spaz.
He lost because of an extra point.
Final. Yeah. It done.
And a 4th and 11.
Oh, God. Now, what's worse about this win or loss? Is it worse that the cult of A&M is going to celebrate like crazy, or that the cult of Notre Dame is going to melt down? Which is worse?
Oh, it's definitely worse than the A&M cult.
Yeah.
How dare you?
I got to listen to Kelvin all week.
Sam is about to be an alum for his second master's from A&M, and I told him he's part of a cult, and he's like, "I guess I gotta start buying A&M gear." And I'm like, "Oh God, here we go. This is where it starts." As soon as you buy your first A&M shirt,
A&M has the absolute worst fan base in America.
They're brutal. It's ugh.
They talk like they are a big time legit program, and you guys have won.
There, you can lay down.
You won a conference championship.
Don't bite.
This millennium.
Spaz, stop telling Sean to stop biting you.
Wait. You know what? I said they haven't won a conference champion. They haven't played for a conference championship since 1998.
Yeah, that was Big 12.
Yeah.
The closest they
That
got
was-
to the championship was or to the SEC title game was one last year, the year before, and then with Johnny Manziel. That was the closest times they ever got.
Those were the best years. The two-man years. Those were probably two of the best years they've had.
Yeah, those are definitely some of the better ones, especially the first year.
Okay.
Who else do we want to laugh at real fast here on our schedule?
Oh, got to go to the Fighting Mannings down in Texas.
Oh, God. I mean, and no offense, Sean. This is kind of my point. I don't know if Ohio State broke Arch Manning or if he was just shit and Texas not that good, because that was Texas has been looking like absolute trash. They literally haven't. 27-10 over UTEP at home. And Arch Manning wasn't even a leading passer. It was Malachi Nelson, I assume, of UTEP.
Malachi Nelson, former 5-star.
Yeah, I was like, Malachi Nelson. I was like, man, that name is familiar, but it wasn't.
Yeah, but Malachi Nelson lost to the job to Maddox Madsen last year. He transferred to Boise after climbing out at USC. And then Maddox Madsen, who has been pretty much garbage since he's been the starting quarterback at Boise, beat him out, and now he's down at UTEP.
That's right. That's why that name. I was like, there's so many names that sound familiar.
You're fucking my shit up.
God damn it, Sean!
God damn it!
All right. We're gonna remove Spaz for a moment while he deals with the cat traumas. I told him to kick the pussy out of the fucking room earlier, or out of the house, but
He's kicked the pussy out of his life for a while now, I think.
I mean, I told him to kick Mrs. Spaz out too if he had to, but unlock the door, but he refused to do it. Trust me, that's why I'm so thankful. I'm like, because my cats are fucking annoying as shit too. I'm like, God damn you. Fucking Troy. The cat started going a little fucking ape shit right there, though. That was a little wilder than normal. Normally it's just like in your face annoying, but you just had to go ape shit on him.
It's a good thing you didn't put the pussy on that scoreboard because I imagine that number is way higher than 1.
I don't know.
And Spaz at 0.
Yeah, well.
So I was like, all right, we'll put you down for a minute. Yeah, Texas, not impressive. So.
11 of 25 for 114 yards.
Oh, at home. Too.
At home. He was getting booed. He was getting booed in Austin.
In Austin?
Austin.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, shit.
They were booing him today.
I'm going to be going down to Austin sometime during the Austin City Limits Festival. I'm going to try to coordinate for a weekend that they have a game down there.
Oh, so not meeting me or anything. Okay, cool. Fuck you too.
You don't live in Austin.
I'm like a couple hours away from there.
All right. Well, when I'm down there,
too late. Fuck you.
Okay.
It's bad though. It's bad. This is the second coming of Christ for them, and he's not living up to expectations. Remember, Arch Manning is going to win the Heisman Trophy. They're back. We're going to win the national title. Dude, he looks like 3 games now. 3 games. Not good.
Yeah. No. And I mean,
Dude, he's throwing balls 5-yard outs into the ground at his receiver's feet.
Well, he started off that against Ohio State too. His first pass is like bounced like 5 yards in front of his receiver, and I was like, okay, maybe he's a little nervous. And then it just kept happening and happening and happening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's been awful. The first 3 games this year, and they played really bad competition the last couple weeks. When they get into the SEC, nobody's this bad. Like San Jose, nobody's at level of San Jose State and Utah. No on the schedule.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, yeah, even a team like Mississippi State looks well improved. I don't know if Texas plays them this year. I don't have their schedule right in front of me, but Mississippi State just beat Arizona State.
The SEC, without question, is the deepest conference in the league in the country. It's like there are no bad teams. There's no UCLA or Northwesterns in the Big Ten.
Don't you dare insult Northwestern and compare them to UCLA. Remember, the Big Ten wanted UCLA because they were juggernaut powerhouses, TV ratings, allegedly. That's about it. Don't you dare compare Northwestern to UCLA.
They wanted USC, and I think UCLA just had to come along.
It was like a package deal. Like, we're just going to take the whole motherfucker.
Yeah.
We got all of LA. They really didn't want them, but
yeah. Just no one cares about college sports, though, in these humongous markets.
That's just the thing. And everyone's like, well, when we're winning, everyone wants to come. It's like, well, when you're not, no one does.
When you're not, you have Goodyear blimp shots that make your stadium look like Laramie, Wyoming. So.
And what says it too? And this is not making fun of this team, but I will make fun of coaching decisions at the end of this game. What the fuck was Heupel thinking at the end of this game? They were driving down. They had 12, I believe it's like 9 seconds left and 2 timeouts. Instead of running one more play to try to get 3 or 4 more yards and center the ball, he's like, we're just going to kick the field goal. And the guy butchers the shot. What was he thinking? Why would you not have run 1 to 2 more plays with your timeouts? Just running the ball. What were you doing?
I mean, to be fair, that kick would have been bad from whatever distance he kicked it from. I mean, that
kick was horrible.
Well, no, I know, but I'm saying you were already it was like 42 or 45 yards, something like that. And it was not centered. They had 2 plays before that. They were trying to go, and I thought they were trying to center the kick, and they kept running to the side. I'm like, center the kick, you idiots. But he wasted 2 timeouts and potentially 2 plays to get, say, 4 or 5 more yards up the middle. And he wasted it and kicked and missed, and Georgia knelt it out to go to overtime. What was he thinking?
There was an interesting. I thought it was a coaching blunder on Georgia's part. Like they called a timeout to try to force Tennessee to kick, but then they burned their chance to even ice the kicker, and I thought that was just a bad coaching decision. Like, okay, you're all you can really count on is him missing this anyway, the kick. So why not increase your odds of him missing the kick? And it worked out because he did miss the kick. But
well, I know, but Tennessee wasting 2 timeouts, leaving 2 timeouts, still at 2 timeouts in 9 seconds when they decided to kick it. I'm like, I don't get what.
But the one thing I don't understand is how when your play is just we're going to try to center the ball and set it up. How do you get a false start on that play. Like you had the easiest job in the world as an offensive lineman on that play. Like you just have to set yourself.
Just don't fuck up. Just don't fuck up.
You don't even really have to get out of your stance. You really don't. It's not that important.
Just stay there. Let the guy move over, kneel, or whatever, or run it, and just dive.
How do you get a false start in that situation? Like that's your only responsibility. Just stay still. And you can't. And
the sport of college football will never cease to amaze some at just how sad some of the what quote unquote easiest things in the world would be to do.
I'll be honest. I think that is the first time I've ever seen a false start in that situation.
Also, shout out to Merrimack, who lost to Kennesaw State today.
How'd that go?
27-13.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. They did have a. So I guess they're not going to break through the FBS one this year, but
no,
they did put a nice working on St. Anselm that last week. So.
Oh, and
how about that? They got a nice run at maybe the two of the like 5 worst teams in the entire FBS.
Hey.
I like that. You know,
give him a break. All right, give him a break.
Oh.
Hey, did you see the surprising score earlier? Iowa put up 47 points today.
What?
Yeah, they were playing UMass.
Yes, they were playing Massachusetts.
The Minutemen, because it takes about a minute to score on the men.
Prematurely, of course.
Yeah. They shoot it off pretty. They shoot their load off pretty quickly.
Okay, that was inappropriate even for this fucking show. How dare you? You know what? I'm pulling it out.
How dare you?
Sean has to go with. He's embarrassed. He's like, oh god.
No, I'm just out of here.
Want to get another beer?
I was looking at another embarrassing.
I do have another beer, but if we're looking for a sponsor for this show, Dell's Brewery.
Or Taka Vodka. I'll take a sponsorship from that. That'd be great.
I will enjoy more of your delicious cold-hearted IPAs. Face forward to the stream for a generous donation to the stream.
Hold on. One more time. Let me remove Troy.
The Geico Caveman and his IPA.
Everyone clip this and send it to Cold-Hearted IPA.
The Bell's
Bell's
Brewery.
Bell's Brewery. That's
Everyone
right.
clip it right now. No, you need to do your spiel, you bitch. That was all we needed. Everyone just do your spiel, bitch, and you're smiling with holding.
He
the
looks
can.
like the Geico Caveman that just woke up from a nap.
Yeah, I've never heard that one before. You literally led my introduction with that.
Yeah, I know. Like it literally just happened like an hour ago. Not even. All right. Sean's like, Jesus, give me all screen.
Yeah, so I can fucking crack.
You know who else might be fired soon?
Who's that?
Is an easy coach to think about.
Trent Bray.
Well, no, that's no. Bray is Bray is. God damn it! There are too many coaches with the similar last names. Bray is the Beavers, right?
Yes.
So Pry, Virginia Tech.
Oh god, they were getting waxed by Old Dominion.
0-3 and getting killed by Old Dominion today.
Yeah.
That man.
I don't even think it's worth like giving him anymore.
I mean, they did start out. This season started out kind of rough. South Carolina, Vanderbilt, but then basically to get beat down the same way against Old Dominion. I mean, you know, the first two games you can kind of forgive a little bit, but dude, this is his third season.
It's at least his third season, right?
I think it's his third. Maybe it's his fourth. It might be his fourth. By now, you would think you shouldn't be losing to Old Dominion. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I just wonder. God, I mean, like, is Virginia Tech even like a real Power 5? What did the Beamer era, like, was that just a mirage? Like an illusion? Can this program really compete at that level?
Well, right after Beamer, who took over right after Beamer?
Justin Fuente.
That's right. And he had two or three okay years. Yeah, okay years. Nothing great.
He won the Coastal. Is that they just passed that baton around for a while.
Yeah, I was like, he had a couple, at least 2 years, maybe third, like, okay year. They had a couple good years, but it has been up and down for Virginia Tech, to say the least. They've been bottom feeders. They've been bottom feeders in the ACC for the last, like, 6 years.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible given what they were for a good 12 to 15 years under Frank Beamer. I mean, this was a legit, like, borderline elite program in the country. And I mean, aside from that, this program has never accomplished anything. They've never done. They have no success outside of that, like, window from like 2000 to about 2014, 15.
Probably really only about to like 11 or 12.
Yeah, you're probably right.
The last couple of years is when they really started plummeting under Beamer, and then Fuente came in and had those few good years. That was about it.
Yeah, I'm just I don't know. I mean, Blacksburg, that area of the country it's very remote. It's kind of hard to get. There's not that much to attract someone really around there unless you're from Virginia and you just have a lot of friends and you go and drink there. I mean, it's not.
No, sorry.
I mean, like, it's just. I don't know. Virginia Tech just. I don't think it. I think we're deluded by the real potential of that program because of what they did accomplish. I don't think it's a great job. I don't think it's a great place to go and coach. Most of the major talent in Virginia is in like the coastal areas, and I don't even think they necessarily. It doesn't seem like they have great fundraising capabilities or they have great marketing opportunities. It barely seems like a Power 4 program to me.
Well, that's part of the problem, I think, is that a lot of people, everyone does this. I hate when I hear like announcers. I know announcers are always trying to be nice, or whatever. Like, oh, the history of this program, there's such great shape. It's like the history, as in 10 plus years ago, meaning it's gone. It's done. Sorry, 10, 20 years passes, you haven't done shit. You are not a great program anymore.
No.
You may have history, but no one gives a shit about history. What people care about is winning.
Yeah. The people you're bringing on for recruiting visits, the history you're talking about is before they were born.
They were like a twinkle in the daddy's eye as he fucking came. You know, like I mean, if even that.
They were swimming in daddy's scrotum at that point.
They were the pregism. Well, this show just got dirty. Love it. Where's my 18 or older show banner? Let me get in here. Where's my 18 or older? Need to move this to the beginning of the show. Somewhere there. There we go. There it is.
Who you got tonight, Sean?
Who do I have?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Did you did
What
you
hook?
put any,
What hook are
did
you
put any
picking
big
up?
money?
I'm sorry. Well, I had Minnesota tonight. They were -5. When I looked, I took Minnesota, so I don't know how that's going.
Did you put any money on the big fight?
Oh, the Alvarez fight? No. I'm not a boxing guy, so I don't really know. They've got the freestyle wrestling world championships going on. So I have to stay up till 4:30 to watch the feed from Croatia.
Well, you're in luck too. Right now, it's 7-7 with 43 seconds left in the second quarter before halftime. 7-7 Minnesota Cal. So you're not in terrible shape right now.
Okay. I kind of feel bad taking. I actually don't like that bet. I didn't like it when I took it, but it was a few hours ago, and I didn't have any night games here, so yeah, not terrible. So
There was a team on here I was looking at. I was like, who?
I really hate betting against the algorithm. So bad. Yeah, just.
The algorithm. Oh God.
I chose PJ Fleck over the algorithm. I feel dirty.
There was another team I was looking at. I was like, oh, who is disappointing this year? Sad team. And damn it. I lost the luster of talking about it. So now I'm like, who was it? And I kind of like, meh. I guess it was nothing important in the way of things. Shit.
Hold on.
Yeah, we already did Clemson.
You know the one thing.
How about Wisconsin? Wisconsin, they're kind of floundering right now. Basically got the belt.
Is Barry gonna make it through the year?
Barry? Is Barry Alvarez going to be alive at the end of the year? Is that what you're asking?
That's a whole different question.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Is Fickle going to make it through the year? I mean, the extension last year for Fickle didn't mean anything because I guess that's a tradition of Wisconsin to give positivity to a coach or whatever. But I don't know. I mean, actually, I'm surprised it wasn't worse than 38-14. I thought it'd be worse.
It was pretty close to the spread. I mean, I think Bama was favored by like 21.5, 22.5.
22 or 23, I think. Something in that line.
It was, yeah, so I mean I guess they performed to very low expectations today, but
Yeah, Wisconsin on the road all the way in Alabama, but I thought it would be worse than that. So maybe that's actually a positive thing. You know?
yeah, I think they're going to let this play out. The problem is that their Big Ten schedule is so brutal. I mean, it's just to me. In October they have Michigan, Iowa, Ohio State, and Oregon. I think.
Yeah. Yes.
Order of
At Michigan, home Iowa, home Ohio State, at Oregon. Then still home Washington, at Indiana, Illinois, and then at Minnesota. Their schedule after this next game against Maryland is not good by any means.
So I mean, they could, if they lose to Maryland, which is a distinct possibility, we could be talking about a 2-10 season potentially.
Yeah, most people I think thought they were going to be like a 4 or 5 win team this year, and wouldn't be surprised because of that schedule. They were like, "Yeah, that's brutal."
And this is a year where I think schedule makes some of the most, because I really feel like the bottom of the Big Ten is just garbage this year. Like, I mean, Purdue still sucks. They're probably not as bad as they were last year, but they're still terrible. Northwestern is awful. UCLA is might be one of the 5 or 6 worst teams in the country right now.
Question is, does UCLA and Northwestern play this year? Let me check their schedules.
Yes.
Yeah.
They said Northwestern.
Oh my God, they're at Northwestern next. Oh God, if UCLA loses at Northwestern, we can end the debate. UCLA is the worst team in the Big Ten.
Yeah, the announcers, the guys on Gus Johnson and Joel Klatt were saying that Northwestern should probably beat UCLA next week.
It's next week?
Yeah, at Northwestern.
Yeah, it says TBD, to be determined, like time was, but it should be probably next week at Northwestern. That's, oh my God, the lines are already out. I mean, there's not a spread yet, but Northwestern is favored like 75% to win. That's how fucking bad it is. UCLA is a dumpster fire.
They pay 2 schools close to $3 million to come into their house and beat their ass.
And paid Nico to look like garbage and ass. That's how embarrassing it is. You could have saved money and kept Aguilar. He would have been 10 times better than Nico was. Jesus.
Isn't that something? He goes there. He goes to Tennessee, and they're still a borderline top 10 team in the country. It's like nothing. I mean, there was basically no change.
Yeah, well, in all fairness, Aguilar was probably better for him to go to Tennessee because it would have been a dumpster fire. I think under Foster and shit.
Did you guys see what Tennessee did today?
Lost.
They have left a permanent, going forward, empty seat in their stadium.
What is that for? For what? What is the reason?
That'll never be filled. Charlie Kirk.
For Tennessee did that?
Yep.
What's Charlie Kirk's connection to the Tennessee program?
There's now an empty seat that will never be filled.
He was asking what is the connection prior to that.
There is none. It's just a lot of people are doing that.
Oh, I would have understood if Oregon did that, kind of, because he's got kind of like a connection to the Oregon. I don't really understand what is his wife from Oregon, or like is that something like that?
No, he's a sports fan. You missed it, Sean, because you were late. Because Spaz is late. Because that was our opener kind of moment of silence for the Ohio State game last year. He's just he's a Chicago, I believe, is the Brewers fan and a huge Oregon Ducks fan. Yes. I don't think they have any. He's from like Arizona, and I'm guessing I don't know where she's from, but
he's from Arlington. He grew up in Arlington Heights, which is a suburb of Chicago.
Oh well, I guess he claims that's where he was
But
living. And most of his family
he's
now
lived
is
in
Arizona.
Arizona for years.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I believe so. Like that's a very typical transition. Midwest people moving to the Phoenix area. That's very common.
Yeah, Tennessee. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, I understand your question. I was like, what's the connection? Like, I kind of get it, but I guess one seat. You're like, in that stadium. What is one seat?
Well, Tennessee and Michigan, they're kind of in an perpetual arms race to have the largest stadium, the highest capacity. And Michigan always.
Northwestern's coming. Northwestern's coming for you guys.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We'll be having 150,000 people packing the stadium,
and I would never attend that. That would be an absolute awful experience.
I have been at a few games at Michigan State. The funny thing is, I can swear I've been in both Ohio Stadium and Michigan Stadium multiple times, several times, like a dozen probably each. And I can swear Ohio Stadium's bigger than Michigan, but Michigan somehow gets more people into the stadium. Like Ohio Stadium looks much bigger from the outside. Michigan's kind of the way it's situated. They build a lot of it underground, so it doesn't come out as much.
I was human slavery.
Yeah. Yep. But no, I mean, going to a game at Michigan is absolutely brutal. It's a horrible experience. Going to a college football game anywhere outside of the time you're in the game or you're tailgating, it is some of the most miserable time you'll ever spend. The traffic getting into the game, getting out, trying to get like a ride share there. It is. It's why I don't do it much at all anymore. I mean, like I have to be committed to an experience because it's a big sacrifice.
Oh, that's why I've told Spaz knows it since the other guys when I went to the Texas Tech game. They shut down roads like 2 or 3 miles away from the stadium. Ride shares are booked up like hours beforehand. Then you're like 5-6 miles a walk away from everything, and you're like, this sucks.
But if you're in Lubbock, if it's 5-6 miles away, at least you can see where you have to go.
No, not really. It's a bunch of creepy fucking side streets with little limited lighting and a bunch of alleyways on the side, and you're like, I'm gonna get murdered tonight.
In Lubbock?
Welcome to Lubbock, Texas, everyone. I mean, maybe it's different now. I mean, ICE might be storming that bitch. Maybe it's safer now. Who knows?
I don't think Lubbock's ever been that dangerous.
Not really. Lubbock's all right for a college town. It's I mean that town exists just because of the college. And oil.
I just found this tweet on my timeline.
Yeah.
All right, you two, stop talking over each other. Calm the fuck down, one at a time. Cranky bearded guy, Geico commercial, or cranky older bearded guy from the non-Geico commercial? Who wants to go? I have a feeling you're both going to just try to continue to talk over each other. So,
what I've lost track of this conversation.
This is where it died. Okay, cool. I killed it. I love it.
No, I just found this tweet on my timeline. So this Beaver fan or whatnot posted back in August, if the Beavers lose to Texas Tech, they're going to eat a dog shit burrito. A dog shit filled burrito. And a Texas Tech fan said, I'll supply the tortillas. And so I posted, how did it taste?
Well, wasn't Texas Tech like a 30-point favorite this week?
No, I don't think anyone was a 30-point. The highest one I saw, it seems to cap at like 28.5. Like the markets are afraid to go over like 28.5 for some reason.
It was
Well,
24 and a half.
Well, I'll tell you this. I got Ohio State last week, minus 51.5. And they smashed that one.
Well, okay, but that was Grambling, right?
It was Grambling.
Oh, that's it. It's not. That's not on the normal, quote unquote, known markets unless you're a better. But because I told Spaz during the Oklahoma State game, it went up to minus 60 live, and he was like, "Holy shit!" Like during live money. But FCS, yeah, of course, the normal FanDuel, they don't share that shit out because they're like, yeah, there's no betting odds.
Well, I mean, most of these public markets online. I mean, I got that like at a casino. Like I just look through the kiosk because they're not. Whenever there's like the markets have a hard time dealing with huge outliers. I think that's usually why they don't post lines for FCS games.
Yeah.
Like if you ever realize this, it's like, and sometimes like the FCS team like will be a favorite. Like I mean, if North Dakota State's playing an FBS team, there's a good chance they're going to be favored against whoever they're playing. But they still just don't list them just as a policy for some reason.
I have no idea why that is. Maybe it's the division separation. Not sure.
It's because I don't think they want to put like that information out there and give, because those are soft lines that the sharps in the betting market don't have a lot of information on, so they're not going to have a big edge setting a line for FCS teams, because there's going to be people out there that are better informed about them, and there's not going to be a big market to bet on games. Like, hey, who's playing Tarleton State this week? Like, probably a lot of sharp fans know Tarleton State's really damn good, and they're going to jump on those lines.
Yeah, and I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah. Everyone else is.
Oh, sorry.
How about the Fighting Rich Rods?
How about that? Yes.
Coming out of that one, because that was looking brutal for a while, but pulled it out at least against Pitt.
Yeah, they were down 10 points and still won.
Backyard brawl.
They almost choked that game away too. It was like turnovers on 2 straight possessions late in the game that when they had the lead, gave the lead back to Pitt. I didn't see how that game ended in regulation and overtime. I saw that. I know I saw they won, but I didn't see how the game ended. But I was keeping an eye on that game throughout, and I saw that they went from being up by 11 to down by 3 in a pretty short amount of time, with a couple turnovers there. So.
And how about this? Was that?
See they.
What?
Go ahead.
No, what?
I didn't say anything. I mean, I was done.
Sorry, shut the fuck up then. How about the Fighting Reichs? Stanford and Boston College tied at 20 at halftime.
Ooh. How about that?
I don't know what the line was exactly, but Boston College, I'm sure, was favored because Stanford is a complete disaster.
They had to be favored huge. And Boston College held up pretty well. Ended up losing on a 2-point conversion in double overtime last week against Sparty. So,
yeah. I mean, the Cardinal will find a way to screw it up here, but I mean, going in halftime tied, not bad.
but think about that. There's one game this weekend with 2 former NFL head coaches on the sidelines against each other, and it's Stanford, Boston College.
It's so weird. I mean, Stanford, I get it, but you kind of get it. Andrew Luck just needs to be the head coach. Just let him be the head coach. Let him learn on the fly. Fuck it. This is true. This is true. Stanford does deserve all the pain. This is true. This is true.
Did you see the wonderful post game though that Dan Lanning had? It's making national headlines everywhere.
Oh, it's all over the place. That's why I decided to do that little. I decided to do the little 10 seconds of silence at the beginning of the show because I was like, "Oh, okay." The very classy post game interview and conversation, like a 3-minute thing he did there. Very classy. Nothing specific, but just general and very to the point. So it's all over fucking everything, all over Twitter, everything.
Yeah,
that's Dan Lanning for you, though.
Yeah, I'll have to like get online a little bit. I haven't been.
But you have been blocked by the federal government.
You don't think I have workarounds? You don't think I have VPNs?
You don't think they're watching you? Don't worry.
Is this a joke right
they're watching,
now?
They're watching all of us.
Oh, well, that too. They're also listening. Not just watching, they're listening.
They're doing this pre-fight hype. And how they usually have the different announcers and shit. They've got Mark Wahlberg and Mario Lopez running their pre-fight pregame.
I'm sure they have.
What?
I am sure they have some worthy insight into this.
Like Mark Wahlberg?
It's the location, demographic, and all that. They have some insight. The marketing people for anything about like say college football, fighting, USC, boxing. The marketing people for that generally are very smart, unless you just hire a complete fucking idiot. But they generally know what they're looking for in their market. So I'm sure it's going to be popular overall. You're going to think it's stupid. I might think it's stupid. But 90% of the people are going to go, this is great.
Yeah.
That's all they care about.
Mark Wahlberg and Mario Lopez. Like, does anybody under the... I know. Like, I feel like you have to be like between the age of like 35 and 50 to give a fuck about
that's what. Well, that's what he said. When he said Mark Wahlberg, then he said Mario Lopez. I was like... But I was like, okay, there's obviously some sort of... or they were just really cheap.
Oh,
the fight is in Vegas, so it does make sense, I guess.
I can't imagine Mark Wahlberg would be cheap. I can definitely imagine
Mario Lopez. Mario Lopez would be fucking cheap as shit.
Yeah,
he's like, I ain't got shit going on. What? $200 and all you can drink beer? Let's fucking go.
Oh, I get a penthouse suite? Yeah.
One night stay? I have to be out by 11 a.m. and no room service? I'm in. Let's do it.
No, penthouse suite. He's getting like a $40 comp at the craps table.
Yeah, like you get to come here, but you can't stay. You got to go back to your Motel 6, like 8 blocks away off the strip in the ghetto.
Yeah, good. Yeah, the Circus still has openings here.
Hey, the Circus has some nice rooms, I will tell you.
Yeah, but the bearded lady gets that shit, all right? God, I have no desire to go to Vegas. Vegas seems like an absolute shithole. I mean, I've done a layover in Vegas. I've done a layover in Vegas. Just a layover where thank God they have smoking rooms in the airport in Vegas. God bless America and Nevada. Let's go. But yeah, that was it. And it's just you walk in, and it's just like literally fucking you walk into the airport and you're like, and I'm in a casino. Yep. It's just like it's a casino. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean they're like that in Reno too, they're the only two places you would ever go in Vegas. I think they're the only two.
I flew out of Reno to Las Vegas to do a layover to go back to Houston. And I was like, Reno's the same way, but yeah, when you get to Vegas, you're like, damn. Like it's even more and just more bars. Just bigger. Let's put it more slot machines and shit. It's just everywhere. It's like, god damn. Oh, Spaz has a tinkle. Look at the old man go. He's trying. He's working on it, people. He's working on it. All right, let's remove him for a second while he goes to do his dirty bit. Or maybe he's asking Mrs. Spaz for more food. One or the other. When he gets back, he'll get back up here. Is there any other embarrassing team of the week that we can think of? Because I kind of was going over the list. I think we touched upon a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty hard. There weren't that many marquee games this week. There weren't. I mean, I don't think there was any just like catastrophic outside of the UCLA, New Mexico. There weren't any just base plant.
Kansas State.
Kansas State was like they were like a 3-point favorite in that game. It's not.
Yeah. Well, they yeah, it wasn't much, but I mean, they were picked to be one of the top 3 teams in the Big 12, and to go now 0-2 in the Big 12 and 1 and 3 going into your, brutal.
How about this for embarrassment for Kansas State? They forced out a quarterback that won a national championship for whatever the fuck they're putting out there. Whatever, like this. This jungle boy they have that completes like 40% of his passes.
When looking at it right now, yes, Avery Johnson actually, right after Will Howard kind of started sitting on the bench, Avery Johnson looked great. Like you were like, yep. Dude, this is the Colin Klein type of quarterback. Like, just makes enough throws, runs the ball. I don't know where that went. Yeah, I don't know what happened to it. I have no idea where that went, but it is gone because it is not the same. He's not the same quarterback.
No,
by any means that he was like 2 years ago when he took over.
And it's amazing they kind of have to own this. Like they push Will Howard out. Will Howard comes in, wins the national championship, and now they're putting like a guy that looks like Tim Tebow.
They'd still be stuck with it because Avery Johnson would have been there and probably the heir apparent anyway. So I guess they'd still have been stuck with it. But yeah, you just watched your other guy get pushed out. Will Howard does what he does, and here you are, 1-3 on the season already.
Yeah. You have 3 losses by week 3. But and honestly, they barely beat like a bad FCS team. Like not this. It wasn't North Dakota State that they squeaked.
No, it was, yeah. Let me pull up. Oh, Jesus Christ! I just had them.
What? It was North Dakota. The Fighting Sioux.
There it is. Sorry, I was like, shit. Where did I have it? Yeah, they won at home against North Dakota by 3 points. Yeah. They lost to Army. They lost to Army. They lost to Iowa State and Army by 3, and at Arizona they lost by 6 points. Close losses, but still, you shouldn't be winning against North Dakota. With all due respect to North Dakota, I lived in North Dakota, good university and stuff, but yeah, that's not North Dakota State or some shit like that.
I mean, you live probably in the University of North Dakota. You live in like Minot area, or where'd you Where were you
Mine
at?
it might not, but yeah, I was gonna go to the University of North Dakota. I still do actually when I do my master's. I'm gonna go to North Dakota, University of North Dakota.
Okay.
They're cheap, and I can do it all online again.
They were, but yeah, North Dakota
I love
State
it.
is basically a, I mean, that's basically Minnesota. That's Fargo. They get a
Yeah.
lot of kids, from out of state.
There's
It's a much,
Kansas. I think Kansas State is one of the most disappointing teams this year. I think is easy to say. So far.
easily, yeah, definitely.
I mean, you can argue. Who did Arizona State lost to? Let me check that thing. Who did they lose that? Oh, they went on the road and lost to Mississippi State. That was not great.
No.
Did
We'll have
you
to see how-
Sorry.
that- TCU what?
Did you see Iowa State almost got beat by Arkansas State?
Yeah, that was not a great performance today either from Iowa State.
Not see that.
They
24
won
to
by
6.
8.
24. They were at Arkansas State, but 24 to 16 was the final. Not a great showing there. Not great.
Oh, and do you now know who is the number one coach in Big Ten history with the most wins?
It should still be Kirk Ferentz.
Yes.
That was last.
did
That was last week, wasn't it?
They said it was this week. It was with today's win.
I thought that was from last week. Let me find
I
it.
just saw it scrolled across my ESPN timeline earlier.
Well, ESPN are retards. Where is Iowa? I don't even see Iowa anywhere on my screen.
Maybe they didn't play. Maybe it was last week, but it came across my screen as it was something like today.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even see Iowa anywhere on my team. But I skip teams. It happens to me all the time. I skip teams. So Iowa.
He was going for the all-time Big Ten wins record last week. So instead of getting that record in over his rival, he gets the record win over UMass.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
it was this week.
It was this week. Yeah, he was tied with. He was tied with.
Oh, that's
Woody
right.
Hayes.
You said that earlier. They beat UMass 47 to something.
Yeah, whatever. I mean,
Remember, you said they scored like 40 points.
Okay.
Yeah,
You said that earlier.
There they are. There they are. They're way down at the bottom. I swear to God, when you're just going through this many teams, it's so easy to miss a team or a logo you're looking for. It's like, where the hell are they?
yeah, it's weird. I don't think any Big Ten teams were off this week, were they? It was.
Purdue.
No, Purdue got beat by USC.
I know they lost. Remember last year in the playoff, once Oregon lost to Ohio State, they counted that as a loss for the Big Ten in the records.
Yeah.
They did count that as a loss for the Big Ten. So, yes, the Big Ten did lose the game today. It was Purdue and Northwestern.
No, I said, was anybody off today? Did anyone not play?
Huskies.
The Huskies
Did not play, yes.
The Fuskies?
The Fuskies did not. I just looked at the
Fuskies.
buys, and the Fuskies were the only Big Ten team with a bye.
Okay.
Oh, and shout out.
Yeah, and the Buckeyes get a bye next week before they have to head out to Seattle.
Oh, that's right. You guys play Seattle on the 27th, same day we play. Has that game time been set?
Was it?
Has that game time been set in Seattle?
Let me look. To be determined.
So we'll know this week.
Yeah. It'll be on TV somewhere, obviously.
But they already got one other top 10 matchup competing against the same time as us in Penn State. I think it's LSU Bama or something like that.
No, it's Bama, Georgia.
Bama, Georgia.
But that's going to be ESPN. They have game day.
But at
They
the
have
same time.
I know, but
They-
game day, ESPN and the SEC have their tie-ins.
Yeah.
They usually set games kind of like a week and a half. It's usually like Tuesday-ish when they set the times for not the upcoming week, but the following week's games.
And with Georgia beating Tennessee today, I'm going to guess that's where they're going to end up trying to go, because Georgia next week plays. Oh, they're off. Georgia's off. So immediately they're not going to move much. And then they play Alabama. So you know where ESPN's going. Georgia's going to be like 5 or 6 still, or 7. Alabama has, after today, let me see their schedule, bitch. ESPN. They have a bye also in there at Georgia, so they're not going to move much either.
The SEC has done that for a long time now. Like big marquee matchups, they tend to give both teams, get teams buys the week before.
I know. I'm just saying that's where ESPN is going to go. Each team has a bye before playing each other. That's where ESPN will go. So
Yeah,
so what about
I don't see him going to Happy Valley. But maybe, because it's going to be a top 5 matchup. Both teams are going to be ranked top 5.
I know, but it's the SEC partnership. That's the thing. Is their money? Their money.
Now they just had Oregon on Big 10 or Big Noon, so it won't be Big Noon. It's a 7:30 Eastern kickoff on NBC.
It's hard to say. We know. I don't know. Penn State. We know Penn State.
Now,
Oregon will
game
be.
day will either be in Happy Valley or in Tuscaloosa.
I'm just saying we know it's a whiteout. So, what networks do? I don't know. We'll see.
Well, it's an NBC game, but we're just talking game day and Big Noon kickoff.
I know. And I'm telling you straight up, ESPN will be at fucking Georgia, Alabama. You're just fucking arguing.
Maybe.
God damn it, Spaz. Where's your pussy? Where's your pussy?
Outside.
There you go.
Yeah, we have the 7:30 Eastern game on NBC. I don't know if they've announced the time for Bama, Georgia yet. Probably not. It'll probably be announced later this week.
That'll probably be like a 7:30. Yes.
Does anybody know where they usually announce it by now? Has anybody heard where game day is going to be this next week? I don't even know what games we got. We're the shit next week. I think that's one of the down weeks.
Yeah, Texas Tech and Utah play next week. That's a game.
Oh yeah, that's actually a big.
Miami and Florida play.
Florida's garbage. No, I could see Utah, Texas Tech. That's actually a pretty good game for them.
Oh, Clemson could lose their third game. They play Syracuse. Granted, it's in Death Valley, but Syracuse is not a bad team this year.
They're not great either, but I think I can see Texas Tech, Utah. Yeah, that's a rank on rank team.
And Texas Tech is kind of I don't know. They're this upcoming NIL sort of wonder can like they're they're trying to be the new Oregon here.
This is a good question. Does Notre Dame going 0-2? Are they still ranked this week? Or do they
Who?
drop completely out of the top 25? Notre Dame.
Well, I mean, they
They were
definitely
8 going in.
they definitely are. I think one of the 25 best teams in the country.
Yeah, but if you now at home also drop another game, now you can say 1 point, but at what point do you have to say you're out? Because last week they did drop a couple teams straight out of the fucking ranking. Look at Florida. They dropped from 13 straight out of the ranking by losing by 2 at home. 2 unranked, granted, but that was Florida's first loss. Notre Dame now 0-2 with a bye week, and they're 0-2. So I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I don't care personally; it doesn't matter to me. Notre Dame, I think, should drop at least to like 23. I'm not saying they should drop out of the ranking, but they're definitely not top 15, top 20. I'd say 23, 24, somewhere in that range, probably, when you're 0-2. But at that point, I think you should just be out of the rankings, to be honest. 0-2? You have no wins. How are you going to put a 0-2 team above anyone else who has wins?
Yeah, exactly.
It's hard. It's hard. Yeah, like 3 weeks in the season, you have 0 wins. How?
When you had a bye week between these two games, so you had even time to reset, look at what you did wrong in the first game, play at home then, and you still lost. So I mean,
Yeah, this is one of the pitfalls of scheduling. The way if Notre Dame was 2-0 right now, we would be just saying and they're very close to being 2-0. Like they're very close.
Yeah, they've lost 2 tough games.
yeah, and by all means, when they did this, Miami has been shit for years, and Miami will still find a way to screw themselves anyways. I mean, it's a crystal ball team, and Miami hasn't won the ACC since they joined in over 20 years, so no one gives a shit about Miami, to be honest. But you can't lose 2 games. It doesn't matter when these things are scheduled, because guess what? Teams schedule this shit out 10 years apart, usually. Or it's just how it lays out when you're doing a conference alignment like this. That's no one's fault. It's like Oklahoma State, Oregon. Oregon and Oklahoma State did this home and home with them 8 to 10 years ago. That would have been a great matchup. I can't help that Oklahoma State fell off a fucking cliff, the last few years.
Troy, you're right.
No.
You're right about that. They won't want it at 9. You've got 2 4:30s top 10 matchups already going against each other, 7:30 Easterns. So if I had to take a guess, I'm thinking that Washington-Ohio State game in 2 weeks, that could be your first Big Ten after dark of the season. That could be a 7.
You're saying I might have to wait till 11 o'clock at night to fucking watch this?
Yeah, you may.
Oh shit!
Welcome to the joy of my life in Central Time too.
It's very possible. Troy brings up a good point with, they're not going to want 9 a.m. on the West Coast. They're just not going to want to do that.
The funny thing is, I say that like I'm up at ridiculous hours of the night almost all the time.
I know, but trying to focus on football too, though, is like
CBS
different.
Already has one, Troy. Hang on, I just had it up. What was the 12:30 game for CBS?
Hold down the fort for a second. I gotta go jiggle my dinger and piss.
Go ahead. Hold on, I'm looking.
I have to pee. Basically, that's what it means. Calm down, everyone. Relax. What? Whatever, Troy.
They have
3 p.m. Central. What's this?
Troy's thinking 2 Central.
I mean,
it's 12 o'clock.
Is there any is there any master sheet that shows like which networks have priority from week to week?
Yeah, there is, but I don't know where to find that shit.
No.
I've seen it being posted before off and on, but like CBS has the Big Ten. So yeah, you're probably right. They probably will.
Oh yeah.
They probably will take that at 4:30. Or no, Troy. They'll probably take USC Illinois at 12:30 for the CBS Big Ten game that week.
But no. Wait, who Illinois and who?
USC.
Okay. No. Ohio State's going to be the number. Ohio State takes precedent over. Ohio State pulls the ratings. I'm not trying to be cocky or not trying to be arrogant. But they're not. No one's putting a USC Illinois game over a potential Ohio State show.
But Ohio State, Washington's a West Coast team. They can say, you know what, the West Coast teams have to go out early. Let's make the East Coast team go out late. It would surprise me.
But they're going to just. I would imagine probably all the networks are going to want to get as many Ohio State, as many Michigan games as possible because those are the two teams that just have draw retarded ratings. So
Oregon draws pretty good ratings now too. You guys better watch out.
They do, but not at the same level. I mean, I'm like just being blunt here. I mean, all these teams are going to bend over backwards to try to get. Probably, especially Ohio. Ohio State is probably the more reliable ratings draw to Michigan, but no, I don't know. I would imagine if CBS has it, yeah, it probably will be in that mid-afternoon window, and
they have Rutgers and what was the other one? God damn it! Rutgers, Minnesota.
Rutgers, Minnesota. Is that for week next
4.
week or
no? On the 27th.
Oh, we're in week 3 now, so that'll be week 5, right?
Right.
Okay, so
you know what's shitty about this whole schedule this year? Okay.
what shit?
Penn State gets a bye the week before us. But we get a bye the week after Penn State. That's kind of fucked. With a big game like that, they should have gave both teams the same bye week.
Well, that the SEC has done that for a long time. I mean, that's been kind of typical policy for them. Like it has been forever. Like even though LSU hasn't been that consistent, Alabama and LSU, whenever they played, would always have a bye the week before. That's how they always scheduled it. So, yeah, I mean, it would be ideal.
Backing off Sean's neck.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a big fight. I'm not a big fight guy anymore. I used to love the fights, but
did you see Gable Steveson just raid an LFA or something?
He's in that Hulk Hogan's new wrestling thing.
Yeah, that Real American
Freestyle.
No, he's in a fighting league now. He's He's a fighter now. It's like the fifth thing he's tried to do. Moving on because he doesn't want to wrestle. I guess I don't know.
Do you watch WWE?
No,
No, okay.
I don't watch it. I don't watch it at all. I haven't watched 1 second of it in probably like a decade at least. So,
Dude, they're booing the Sheikh of Saudi Arabia in Vegas right now.
are you
Because
watching
WWE just said they're taking WWE WrestleMania to Saudi Arabia in 27. They just announced that yesterday.
That's ridiculous. God.
Blood money, man.
Oh. I mean, yeah. How many journalists do they have to fucking chop up? I don't know.
I don't know even know what I came back to. I heard blood money in Saudi Arabia and chopping up journalists. So,
they were booing the Saudi prince at the pre-fight introductions in Vegas because WWE just moved WrestleMania to Saudi Arabia in 27.
Yeah, is it going to be in Riyadh? Here?
Yeah.
globalization at its finest.
Yeah. Blood money.
USA.
Man, I don't know who'd have taken this fight.
RSA, right? USA, RSA, Republic of Saudi Arabia, or Kingdom, KSA.
Yeah, I was about to say, hold on. You just made that more complicated now.
KSA, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
There you go. That's a little bit better.
KSA, USA, KSA.
No, frankly, no one wants to see Spaz wrestling shirtless in his backyard on a mattress. No one wants to see that.
I had one for a while, Frankeny, and nobody would really. I've interviewed some of the stars from the past, and nobody really tuned in. It's kind of like this show.
Kind of like Ike's show too.
You know, nobody tunes into that shit.
Yeah. No one gives a fuck.
I
mean, look at this guy. This is like a wrestling nightmare over here. This is like, put a mask on. He's like the new Mick Foley, but no one would give a fuck.
Where's
Brock?
Well, you're not missing enough teeth.
No.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm too dentally hygienic, I guess, to be a.
No, you haven't had a chair knock out 2 of your front teeth.
Well, honestly enough, about like 3 or 4 of these
This
teeth.
guy is fucking on crack.
3 or 4 of these teeth are fake. But so,
They're announcing this guy, and he's like,
injuries. So was that?
this Canelo Alvarez, they're introducing him, and he's all.
Oh, he's like a squirrel chomper.
Yeah.
See, this is a problem. Canelo's got to be like 40 years old at this point, right? Something like that.
He's up there, yeah.
I mean, like this is a problem with boxing. Especially boxing, but all these fighting sports in particular. Like they count on like a nostalgia factor to draw people into these. Like boxing was so desperate at one point that they
got next. What is it next year? It's Tyson and
we have a 60-year-old fighting a 30.
No. They just announced it like a week ago. It's Tyson and not Crawford, but God damn it.
Please don't say Foreman or something like that.
No.
I was like, Foreman's way too old.
Merriweather.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus
Mayweather.
Wait. So they're Floyd fought. He was like he fought at like 138 pounds, 140 pounds, something like that. And Tyson was a heavyweight. Tyson was fighting in the two. I mean, you're talking.
I mean, Tyson's, I'm sure, lost some weight, but I mean, he probably still has to be like 20, 30 pounds heavier.
But he's also like 15 years older than Floyd.
Yeah, Tyson Mayweather.
Oh,
And they're like the two most opposite. Like their fighting styles could not. I mean, Tyson was just a big hitter, and Floyd was a complete like scientist, like a practitioner.
I think these are the signs when you have nothing better to offer. So they're like,
Exactly.
"Oh, let's do this," and it's like,
No,
and guess what? Guess what? It's gonna end just like every other fight that people have bet thousands of dollars on and lost. It's gonna end up in a draw, basically. There's gonna be no decision or something like that, or it's gonna take all rounds, and there's gonna be like, well, I guess this guy wins or something like that, and that's it at the end. It's not gonna be like a knockout. There's not gonna be anything. It's just gonna be a bunch of like, hey guy, how you doing? I'm doing great tonight. Oh well, here. No, I'm sorry. Oh, I hit you too hard. I'm so sorry. You know, that's gonna be it for like all the rounds. I mean, come on.
Do you guys remember that Mayweather McGregor fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was the biggest put on ever. There's no way that fight was real. Because McGregor was never ever a professional boxer.
That or Pacquiao.
No, but I mean, Mayweather probably could do whatever he wanted to in a boxing ring against Conor McGregor. Like he could have ended the fight whenever he wanted. But he had to put on a little bit of the show. So he had to make it look like he was in danger in the first couple rounds of that.
Yeah, but I mean the point is boxing can be everyone's like, oh, wrestling stage. Yes, we all know wrestling, like pro wrestling stage. It's choreographed to a degree, but like boxing, you can just kind of fuck around the ring for the entire time and just be like,
look
whatever.
What Tyson and
No, like, but it would be like when I was like coaching wrestling and stuff. If I wanted to like develop somebody's confidence and I would like grapple with them, I would make sure like they could score on me a little bit.
I bet you got scored on by a lot of fucking dudes.
Oh yeah. They went around behind me all the time.
The Olympian Mount. It was a doggy style fest going on that day. Call in the fucking janitor afterwards. There's a wipe up down on aisle, Sean.
They're already on standby because it's a constant spill area.
It's a lot of premature mounting going on over there, like and dismounting.
Yeah. You're not getting you're kind of ruining it because you don't understand the jargon.
I don't, because the one time I tried to the one time I actually tried wrestling, I was like 260. 250, 260, and they were putting me up against like 300 pounders. I was like, okay, and these guys were like 6 inches taller than me, and one guy just picked me up off the ground, immediately just whiplashed me full steam onto my back, like onto my upper back and neck area, my shoulder blade. I was like, oh, I'm done, because I'm like, dude, as a big guy too, if you're down on the ground, it's over. You are not fighting your way back up. It's so fucking tiring. But yeah, he'd whiplash me like that once, and I was like, dude, fuck this. Like, absolutely not. Not in my wheelhouse.
No, but yeah, like I mean, Floyd was obviously putting on a show in that fight. and I figured like, okay, he's gonna come back. He's gonna end up knocking McGregor out, probably in the 8th, 9th round, something like this. And
Right.
he knows exactly what he needs to do to leave like an avenue open, like for because he could have just gone out and fucking like murdered him, TKO'd him in 75 seconds if he wanted to, but he's not going to get another like $100 million payday if he does that.
That's what I mean. I said you can finesse it where you're like the players know the fighters know the betting odds, so they're like, okay, how do we kind of equally cash out? Like, oh well, he'll last past the 7th round, or oh he'll TK him after the 7th round. They both benefit due to betting odds and so. I'm sorry, boxing is one of the most rigged sports probably when it comes to betting.
It's horrible.
Especially amongst established fighters. Now, younger fighters, they can probably care less about that because they want to make a name for themselves. But established fighters, or like these callback fighters, they know how this shit works.
But I mean, like it only works in these gimmick fights because no one's gonna like sacrifice a shot at a title like in MMA or in boxing.
True.
Like to try to, they're not gonna take a dive in these matches unless they're like, unless you have like serious compromise on them. Like, hey, we've got you with that girl, and you know we know her age.
That's fair, and that's why these matchups like that, I'm like, nothing exciting is going to happen. It's just going to be a bunch of like tap 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 tap
Troy,
tap
did
tap.
you see?
Yeah,
Did you see the fight where Boom Boom Mancini took that South Korean guy down and killed him? Basically, beat him to death. He died later in the hospital. I was watching that fight live. That ref should have stopped that fight. It was like 1986. Ray Boom Boom Mancini.
Boom boom.
One of the best pound for pound junior middleweights there was. That guy would destroy people.
I definitely remember that name for some reason.
No, he's a South Side Italian.
Yeah, I remember Freddie Boom Boom Washington. Do you remember him?
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Troy does.
No idea who you're talking about. The spaz you're smacking of that gum is fucking annoying.
Sorry.
All I hear is.
Yes, I mean,
That's all I hear, and I'm like, Spaz, I swear to God, if I could reach across the screen and slap the shit out of you right now. Just in honor of that, Spaz, I'm gonna open this dip pack that I've had for months, and I don't know why. Just why not? It's menthol.
Yeah. We're not on the Voice of College Football.
Oh no! How many? Someone go back in this video, please, if you so desire, and count how many F bombs I've dropped. Because I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck about nothing.
This is independent. This is an independent.
We ain't gonna fuck up nothing. What was that?
Network, and we can do whatever we want over here.
Yeah.
I said mine is getting inappropriate, and
I don't know what happened to Ben. Where'd he go?
I don't know. It's like Spaz fucking just disappeared. God damn it! This is what happens when you give Spaz control of your StreamYard.
I've been wanting to do that one for
So-
a couple of weeks.
So are we still talking about football, or is it?
I don't know. You guys went off on a fucking
It ran
boxing
off the rails.
tangent, and Other than that, yeah, I don't know. That were the embarrassing teams of the week. I think UCLA by far is one of the most
Yes,
embarrassing teams
we need
so
to.
far.
I mean, you see
I have an
UCLA
idea.
is a department. I mean,
Each week.
good one.
Each week, we're going to give one team the chair. It's called the
Ooh,
sit the fuck down and shut up chair.
ooh, okay. I kind of like that segment. That's a nice little That's a nice little segment.
We used to have a group on Pac-12 group on Facebook, and every week they had the sit the fuck down chair.
That's not a bad idea.
So,
Troy is right here. Kentucky is pretty. Not. It wasn't great for Kentucky. It was.
Wait. So Kentucky played Eastern Michigan this week. I do know that.
Yes. I saw the score earlier. Where the fuck are they?
It's like 63-7.
No. No. God no.
That's what I thought it was.
No. Kentucky. No.
Kentucky.
Kentucky. It was 48-23.
Wait, were they? Wait, that was. How was that embarrassing? I mean, Eastern's not good. Eastern's terrible. Eastern lost to Long-
maybe he's thinking last week.
Eastern lost to Long Island.
So they won. Kentucky won week 1, 24-16 against Toledo. Not great. Then they lost by 7 to Ole Miss. Not bad.
No, that's good. That's actually better than.
Yeah.
That's actually a good performance.
Not bad. And that's not bad. That's not bad. They've been in pain in Lane Kiffin's side. Winning against Eastern Michigan though, 48-23. I mean, giving a 23 to Eastern Michigan, that's not great. That's not great. But I wouldn't call that embarrassing. Wrong score. My bad.
The boys from Ypsilanti can fight for sure.
Yeah,
not really. They're terrible. They lost to Long Island last week. Eastern did. I mean, Eastern sucks, but
that's why I say giving up 23 is not great, but
a 25-point wins. That doesn't make you eligible for the chair.
I think it's got to go to. It's either got to go this week. It's either got to go to Notre Dame for an extra point kick miss to go to 0-2, or it's got to go to the Fighting Dabos.
Well, I mean, like it's an extra point miss. You miss an extra point and you couldn't stop a 4th and 11.
Yeah. That's. I don't know.
No. But I don't like either one of those because so both of those teams have lost 2 games that I don't think either one of them. You look at any of those 4 losses, none of them are like awful. None of them are embarrassing bad losses. Like there's losses that happen.
It's got to go to the Beavers.
No. It's got to go to the Bruins. The Bruins just don't belong in a Power 4 conference right now. They're just not operating like they care.
I mean, do the Beavers?
The Beavers aren't in a Power 4 program, and they have had like their entire power station.
They're in the Pac-12.
They're not in technically Power conference right now.
Well, they will be next year.
No,
we'll see.
They should be a Power 5 when they go next year to the Pac-12.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if they actually, quote unquote, count or deserve it. We'll see. Yeah.
So right now, who is all slated to join the Pac next year? So it's Boise, Fresno. Was it San Diego State?
San Diego State. Was it UTEP?
Is Colorado State going in there? Not you. What?
UTEP? I think is it? No, not UTEP. I think it is Colorado State.
Yeah.
I think they wanted UTSA, but they couldn't get UTSA. Was it Texas State?
Maybe.
Yes. Texas State was the last one that they added. And I'm just trying to figure out remember who else. It's not San
Yeah,
Jose
they can
State.
take UCLA back. We won't care. Big Ten's not going to miss them.
True.
Well, let's talk to the Trojan friends about that. I think they like having that game right now.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna see what happens. We'll see what happens then. Next season with the Pac-12, obviously with the rebuild, because they're still not full strength. But I think then the voting is in at least amongst. Yeah, I think two of us on the panel and a third in the chat definitely would. Troy will agree, and everyone give a round of applause. UCLA, congrats! You are the saddest team of the week for week 3 of the season. You are pathetic. Absolutely fucking pathetic.
So UCLA, it's unanimous, gets the chair.
Yeah.
And I almost think we should add an amendment to this that we just don't talk about them the rest of the year.
What? Well, I mean, it's not like their schedule is going to get easier either. So it's like,
But it's like we don't need to talk about them losing to Ohio State by 65 points.
well, again, they have at Northwestern next week. Then they have to host Penn State. Then they're at Michigan State, who actually Michigan State looks
decent,
relatively improved. Then they host Maryland, at Indiana, host Nebraska, at Ohio State, host Washington, at USC. It's not getting easier for you, UCLA.
No, it's not.
We could forgive the Utah loss. You should not have lost the other two. Get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people like they lost to Utah, but I mean they just got obliterated, embarrassed by Utah.
Yeah.
It was like 43-3 or something like that.
I think it was like I just looked at it, was like 44-10 or something. But I mean, there was a beatdown. I mean, let's put that way. Let me double check real quick. It was 10. It was 43-10.
Yeah, so it was like something you would expect to see if you saw Utah play UNLV or Utah play New Mexico. It's like that's like kind of what you would expect. So we just thought that was probably an aberrant performance, but no, you just are that ass.
Yeah, I mean, I said you can forgive that loss even and be like, "Yo, Utah is just good." No, UCLA is just also ass. I'm not saying Utah's not good, but UCLA is just really bad, really bad.
And I mean, like it should have been. It was very predictable the whole time.
Well, it should have been worse against New Mexico. Yeah, New Mexico beat them 35-10 in Pasadena. UCLA stopped New Mexico like 3 times on the goal line on 4th down. It should have probably been worse than 35-10 loss. It should have been worse. So,
I mean, like when your coach leaves the program to take a coordinator job at another program in your conference, and when you have to hire a coach who probably wouldn't get a single other Division I head coaching job, wouldn't even be considered for one.
he wasn't even a coordinator.
No.
He'd never been a coordinator.
He was just a big alum.
He's never been a coordinator. I mean, fuck me. I mean, you literally were just trying to salvage your team basically at that point because they liked him. But I'm like, dude, the guy's never even been a coordinator. What are you doing?
Yeah, it's been I mean, it's been a rudderless ship at UCLA, obviously, for a long time, probably longer than any of us realize. I mean, they've got probably some political things they need to sort out at that university.
Really?
Of
course they do.
I'm not talking like broadly. I'm not talking ideological here. I mean, like there's just there are a lot of conflicting interests within that university system, and I don't think it's serving the athletic department particularly well at all.
Well, no, and they have to realize, what do they focus most on? Is it basketball? Is it football? They have this stadium, and they're about to go back to covering tarps. Half of it with tarps because it's abysmal.
Well, I was saying Matt Leiner put a tweet out saying they should have an on-campus stadium with 40,000 capacity. And I'm like, a 40,000 capacity stadium in the Big Ten? I know that Autzon's not much bigger than that, but I mean that's insane.
It's 55, 50, 54, 55. But I mean, even Northwestern, their new one is only going to be like 40.
But I'm.
But that's Northwestern.
Yeah,
Ooh.
but like even Indiana seats like 55,000.
Yeah, I'm saying, but I mean, like in Northwestern, you kind of get it. You're like 40,000. Okay, the point is they can sell the tickets. So I get the idea. At least you sell the tickets with the inviting crowd. It's a little tighter atmosphere. I don't think UCLA could even sell that bitch out at 40. They need to have a 12,000 person stadium, you know.
Yeah, it's no. I mean, but if you set up a 40,000 person stadium in the middle of freaking Los Angeles, too. I mean, UCLA is, they're in Westwood. They're only like 20 minutes from downtown LA, right there.
Yeah.
I mean, if you set it up on campus and you have a good product, a 40,000 person stadium means every home game you're charging like $2,000, $3,000 a ticket.
Whoa.
If you promote a product that people want to come to, like you're very much limiting, setting the ceiling.
I think the biggest thing is you're selling out the stadium. That's kind of the big thing is you're selling out the stadium. I mean, because like that's the whole idea with Northwestern. It's like, hey, we're going to renovate this, we're building a new stadium, but we're going to keep it reasonable as to with visiting crowd what we could actually sell out at, like, I don't want to say peak conditions, but in general, where people will travel, get tickets, and we'll sell it out and make money, and that's kind of reasonable. UCLA, that Rose Bowl is dead outside of the actual Rose Bowl game.
Yeah, they just need to demolish it and rebuild a new stadium. Yeah.
No, I'm not saying it's dead as in that, but I'm saying like as into hosting UCLA home games.
But that stadium is old.
Well, I know it is. It is old. They haven't done much to it in a long time, but still.
But every
it's like that in the LA Coliseum.
But every stadium is old. Ohio Stadium is over 100 years old.
I know. It just depends on the amount of time and money you put into renovating stuff every like 10, 15
you guys
years.
Renovate, correct?
No, of course, for sure.
And you bring shit up to date. Like the LA Coliseum and the Rose Bowl are so outdated.
Yeah, I'll say this is a major problem I have with college stadiums. And one reason I don't like going is because they do look fairly dilapidated. Almost all of them you go to anywhere. None of like NFL stadiums are so much nicer. Like they're so much more pristine than college stadiums. It's just
that's like Oregon. I would rather them do a complete seat renovation inside Autzen. And if it costs you like 2,500 seats locations, and so if you have to shrink down 2,500 seats to put in today's standard seating in there, I would be all for that. Because that is the most uncomfortable place in the world to fucking sit is Autzen Stadium. It's old, it's bleachers, it's like it's all rickety and shit, and You climb up to the top, you can't see shit.
Go to Michigan Stadium where they try to fit in twice as many people, and it's not twice as bad.
I think the bleacher seating, at least for like when I was at, because I'd been to like SMU way back in the day when they really sucked ass. And then I've been to like Texas Tech. Guess what? Same style seating, no matter where you are. It's kind of overall, unless you're like premium or premier, like that, box seat suites or whatever. It's the same shit. I think what it is it's kind of the simplicity though of college football, in a way. Like for the for the fan experience, it's about the game, the atmosphere. But I do agree, like concession wise, like you go to an NFL game, you walk through the hallway, the concessions. It's fucking like you went to a concert. It's fucking nice and whatever. At a college game, you're like hot dog, burger patty, hot dog, and popcorn. Look, cool, and $20 beers. You're like, that's it? Nothing else?
Oregon's got nachos and
No, I know, but I'm sorry. That's tortillas with fucking processed nacho cheese over top of it. I mean, did you see those photos from Evanston earlier where that guy was like, come to the tailgates or whatever and look at what Evanston's giving out in their venues? It was like just some of the most gorgeous fucking like melted cheeseburgers that you've ever seen. I was like, God damn, I want one of those. Like, Jesus. Look, and even Oregon fans were like, can we serve those at Autzen? Jesus.
Dude, I tell you, my buddy T-Rod does some great tailgates. Last year I went to some and full course breakfast.
But this wasn't tailgate. This is what they sold at
in
the
concession.
venue.
Oh.
Yeah, at the concessions. I mean, obviously, I'm sure the photos probably look better than what you got as was everything with the commercialism. But they were like, why can't we have anything like this, at our stadium? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Well,
right.
Because you don't have a professional team.
Yeah. Well,
that's it. That's a nice thing that Northwestern has the ability to do is they can just leave campus for 3 years while they're building this gorgeous new stadium. And I mean, like if Oregon, if something happened to their stadium and they couldn't use it for 3 years, what would they do? Like, where would they be? At the Timbers Stadium?
I don't know. That's an interesting question. I guess I don't know. I've never thought about what would happen. Eugene to the Timbers Stadium. What that's a way. You say like Northwestern, they're not using their stadium, they're building a new one. So they moved into either a mix of Soldier Field or like now their women's soccer field where we played earlier with 12,000. So I guess what would the Ducks do if, for instance, we lost Autzen for a year?
There ain't nothing that big.
Yeah, it's a toughie because also it's not close.
The closest thing would be PG Park, and that's only like 20,000.
Yeah,
it's like half of what Oregon is.
Yeah, and it's not exactly close compared to like even.
No, it's 2 hours.
Yeah, I don't know how far Soldier Field is from Evanston, but I'm assuming it's close in 2 hours. It's probably like an hour.
It's well under an hour. Yeah, it's probably about 40 minutes, 45.
Yeah, it's definitely closer though than what the Ducks would have to deal with. So,
yeah. So
we won't have to deal with that.
They could just alternate weeks with the Beavers.
That's true too. They would take that
field up.
They would take that paycheck to have us play there. They would take that paycheck.
Oh,
They need that paycheck.
have you ever heard that story of like was it Washington State and Idaho? Washington State for like a bunch of years played road game. Washington State played. They were the home venue for Idaho while the Kiddie Dome was being built.
Yeah.
A while back.
It's only like 20 miles apart.
No, not even that. They're like right next door. They're like 10 minutes away. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but they yeah, so Washington State actually played two different times. They were a road team in their home stadium. Yep.
Oh. Didn't know that.
What was that?
Did you know that?
I do vaguely remember this. I remember learning about this. This obviously happened a while ago, but yeah.
When was that, Troy? Was that the 90s?
And I do remember the Packers for a while.
After
Like
the Super Bowl era.
The Packers played at Milwaukee at the Brewers ballpark, Milwaukee County, wherever.
Milwaukee County Stadium, yeah.
Yeah, for a couple years. So,
dude, this fight is a joke. Alvarez's age is showing. Crawford's out punching him like 3-1, bro.
I mean, I would watch it, except I would have to pay like more than I'm willing to pay, probably. So.
Oh, you don't have Netflix?
Oh, is it on Netflix?
Yeah.
I could watch it. I'll just keep it on the Minnesota Cal game.
They're from they're through 8 rounds, and it's probably 7 rounds to 1 Crawford right now.
Oh, really? I would imagine
Alvarez looks slow.
I would imagine if you're really into boxing, like that would be a great thing to bet, because especially on a night like this, because there's probably a lot of people who don't pay attention to it at all that are betting it.
Oh, they gave Canelo the last round, so they got it like 79-74 right now through 8 rounds.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and now he's trying to box. Now they're boxing. They're toe-to-toe in the middle. Both of them throwing haymakers.
Well, it makes sense for Canelo because he has to. Like, I mean, this is where Floyd would win. Like, if he got up 7 or 8 rounds, like he would just dance.
What happened
for the last like 4 rounds? He was the greatest fighter ever, but he gamified everything. It was always just like do whatever you have to do to win the match and do nothing more. Do nothing more.
Oh, accidental headbutt. I thought they were stop the fight.
But that's why Floyd never lost. He's undefeated in his entire career. But no, and it pisses me off because he's the greatest athlete that ever came out of my area, ever.
Who, Floyd Mayweather?
Yeah, like he grew up from where I'm at right now. He grew up about like 2 miles away.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, I mean, like he's a Grand Rapids, West Michigan guy, but like he's not a hero around here because he's such a fucking twat, and because no one really actually ever enjoyed watching him do what he did. He wasn't a fun fighter to watch ever.
Man, it was like watching Tyson in the 80s, man. That guy would just fucking pummel motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Out of the gate.
absolutely. People will pull up YouTube and watch Tyson fights. You can watch all of Tyson's like first 20 fights. You can watch them in like an hour.
Yeah. Oh
He
yeah.
just- boom, 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 boom. I mean, but like Floyd, like you have to be like a nerd for fighting. Like you have to be like a technique, like just you have to be in it to really enjoy him watch him fighting.
See, now Crawford's toying with him.
Crawford.
Terrence Bud Crawford. He hasn't lost yet.
Are you watching any of the Cal Minnesota game at all?
Not since halftime.
Yeah.
Ooh. Nice jab right there. Caught him on the jaw.
I'm conflicted about watching this. Do I root for PJ Fleck against the Algorithm, or do I root for my money and interest here? I really don't know. Really conflicted
Yeah.
here.
We'd all chip in for the pay-per-views for the Tyson fight, and if you blinked it or showed up late, you missed it.
Yeah. Oh, really? I mean, I
Half of them were over in the first round.
Yeah, most of those fights I wasn't even alive for, so I wasn't even alive when they happened.
Ooh, fucking stunned him. Knocked Alvarez 10 feet back, but he still was on his foot.
Sure. We got anything else to talk about with the football? Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh shit, Troy!
Oh
Really?
shit!
Shit, that's crazy. Crazy. People were talking about if Stanford would go 0-12 this season. I guess
And now they're beating BC. Is that in BC or
No, it's at
Stanford?
Stanford. It's at
Okay.
Stanford, I believe. Yeah, it's at Stanford. It is right now. Let me back this. It is 30. It's done. It is 30-20 Stanford ball with 2:49 left in the fourth.
Oh,
Wow. So interesting. BC just traveled out to East Lansing last weekend to play Sparty. So they had to travel from Boston, from Chestnut Hill, out to East Lansing to play that game. They flew back, and then they had to fly all the way out to Palo Alto. That's that's difficult. That's not a
which is wild if you look at these stats because Lonergan, I probably butchered that name for the BC. He's whatever. He is 333 yards passing. Branson's only thrown for 186. Rushing though, Stanford is killing them. That's where the money's coming from. Because Richard for BC, 56 yards. Ford for Stanford, 157. Stanford is killing them in the rushing game, much like what Andrew Luck wants.
223 yards on the ground. Yeah.
Think about how many miles the BC team has traveled in the last 2 weeks.
This is what the ACC signed up for, so I don't give a fuck. I don't feel bad for them. This is what the ACC as a conference agreed and signed up for.
Oh, the Calgorithms are going to lose their shit.
Oh, God. No.
They just went up 10 with 7 minutes to go in the game.
Oh, I thought they were going to go down and lose. I was like, oh, no.
The one thing I love about the algorithm is they don't seem to care if they lose. They just they have that golden spot. They don't care if they lose, but they're going to be extra assholes if they win.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This shit's been all everywhere for the last like year and a half. I'm like, where do you all come from? Like psychopaths.
They're yeah.
Yeah, this Sagapula Tally guy, 24, 38, 279, and 3 scores.
Yeah.
Wait. The second Patali guy, he was your guy.
No.
I know.
Okay, he was, but in all fairness, kind of like Dante Moore. Like, so Dante Moore was committed to Oregon. He went to UCLA. Then he went back to Oregon, sat for a year. So with JKS, I don't even try to pronounce his name.
Fuck.
He wanted to go to Cal initially, but the OC changed the hardline. He wasn't sure, so he went to Oregon for 2 weeks, and then transferred back to Cal after he was like, "Okay, I feel better there." Also, seeing the depth chart of the quarterbacks, I think he was like, "Yo, I may never see the field." I mean, and honestly, he's talented so far this year. Every game he's played, I'm like, yeah, this kid's unique. He's got it. I mean, he wanted to go to Cal. That was his school. He really, really wanted to go to. So we have no hard feel. I have no hard feelings
against Oregon State, 234 yards, 3 touchdowns. Against Texas Southern, 259, no touchdowns and 1 interception. And then tonight he's 279 with 3 touchdowns.
And that's a true freshman. So he's going to have up and down. Yeah, he's going to be up and down a little bit, but I mean, you can see he's relatively consistent. He's good. He's got that touch. So
speaking of stud freshman quarterbacks, I do have to throw some flowers at the rivals. Michigan looked fucking legit today.
Well, until they go up against Oklahoma or something like that.
Well, they play Nebraska next week. Let's see. Let's see how much Belleville Bryce Underwood.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. The same as Raiola. Let's see how he does against actual defense to a degree, because he didn't look great against Cincinnati.
No, that's going to be a very interesting game for both teams, and you'll have to see how it plays to make any sort of judgment. It's not like whoever wins is legit and whoever loses isn't.
It's not like Dante Moore today for Oregon had a great game. I mean, 16 of 20, cool, 178. Great. Percentage, great. Yards, not so much. He had the one pick at the very end on a predetermined, just a predetermined deep shot on a timing route.
But it was also a game where they knew that the only thing he could do was lose the game for them, right? Like
in a way. I mean, I'm saying though, it's like percentage great, yardage no. And the pick at the end wasn't great, and then they pulled him after that. They're like, you're it's good. Don't worry about it. You know, you're good to go.
But that's especially how you should handle a spot like that. Like it was incredibly just a business trip. Like you had to, the situation you were in with the time change and everything, and coming off of like that, just it had to be kind of euphoric to beat the fuck out of Oklahoma State like that. I know that wasn't a huge game, but it was probably kind of built up as a bigger game than it was. And then you just balled out like that. You can't ball out like that 2 weeks in a row. Like you just can't.
That is true. That is true. Spadler and I didn't even talk about that. Yeah, that's true. It could be like a little hangover game. And then on the road, early time frame, yeah, it could be kind of a mixture of everything combined where it was just like, ooh, this is one of those like quote unquote trap games. Like if Northwestern was actually good.
It was a trap game though. I mean, like you guys, how often are you guys ever gonna play this Northwestern team and beat them by 20? Is it going to be a 20-point game? It's probably going to be a much larger spread. Well, much larger margin most of the time.
Maybe. I will say, depending on what Braun, if they keep Braun or not, whatever. I could appreciate him being very aggressive in his play calling during this game because he's like, we got nothing to lose in this bitch, you know. We got nothing to lose, so let's just go for it all the time. I like that. I was like, hey, the balls you got right there. I like it. So let's see if he can turn it around because, yeah, he can't have a repeat of last season. Because he, like just Sean Foster, their buyouts are probably nothing.
But with
we're on 12.
With revenue shares, a lot of these lower programs, I mean, they have money coming in. Northwestern, UCLA, it doesn't matter how many people are paying attention to them; they're bringing in money.
Yeah, because
so they can afford.
Oregon doesn't get a fucking full share of shit for like 3 more years,
right?
Or Washington, so it's like we'll beat the shit out of your full share, you know.
Yeah, discount Ducks.
Still your champions of the Big Ten.
You are.
Fucking Alvarez is just taking some shots and just like shaking them off.
All right.
Dude, I don't care how much a 42-year-old is fucking getting.
Dude, he's just taking some shots, man. He took one the last round, knocked him back like 10 feet, shook his head, and he's like, okay. I was like, God damn.
All right. Anything else on football for this weekend, real quickly?
No.
It looks like the Calgorhythm, unless they do a big Calgorhythm choke. Looks like they're going to go to 3-0.
Yeah.
Could they enter the poll?
I don't know if this is enough. This is close. I mean, they beat, especially since Oregon State appears to suck ass.
They're Beavers, of course they do.
You know, the talk's going to be that the ACC beat a Big Ten team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I mean,
Minnesota was favored by 3 too.
I think the thought they should be on JKS. He is what we told you Bryce Underwood was.
Yeah, he is 100% what they told you Bryce Underwood. He's 100% what they told you Arch Manning was.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely. All of this. Right. Although I gotta go circle back to this, Bryce Underwood, very good today. A bad opponent, but still impressive. Yeah. And I want to I want to excoriate the media for 2 weeks ago when Bryce Underwood had the most pedestrian, meaningless performance against New Mexico ever. Like it just meant nothing. Oh my God, he's so great. He's so advanced beyond his years. He's so mature.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Like it was nothing. It was a meaningless performance.
No, Troy, I'm watching the fight. It just got over.
But he was actually impressive today. And I'm sure he's going to be a very good quarterback for Michigan. I don't have any doubt about that.
Yeah, every true freshman, true freshman or redshirt freshman, just like any quarterback, they're going to have their ups and downs, though. But as true freshmen, you're especially going to have those ups and down games. So I mean, you can't take one game and go, "Oh, they suck." Like, I mean, maybe in that moment they did, but that's not their career,
No, it absolutely is not.
Is PJ Fleck?
I will say Michigan responding from like an embarrassing performance last week. Kind of good, like kind of impressive. They got off the mat and they fought today, so good for them.
Stanford was a 14-point underdog going into this game tonight.
I mean, that just shows the disrespect. I mean, like a team coming off of like these Vegas Sharps usually pay attention a lot to like travel and all that stuff and how that impacts the college game. It was just like you're so bad it doesn't matter. But
Troy.
I mean.
Troy, you and I had the same thought. I was going to make a comment, but I decided to bite my lip and keep this show appropriate.
Fuck, Troy.
I was going to say something too, but I decided to not. I was held off. I was like, no. All right. Well then, let's wrap this bitch. We've been going for almost 3 hours now.
How the fuck have we been talking for 3 hours?
I have no idea. This is supposed to be like a fucking hour show. Luckily, it's Saturday night. Thank God. It's the only reason I let it go on this long. I gotta stop missing work on Monday. Because of these drunk late nights. And so everyone too, the show on Exploring Ben Sam's.
Yeah.
I'm 50-50 on Sunday night tonight. We'll see. Probably will do a show, but it'll be like a brief show. We'll just see. But any final thoughts then? Quick spaz on your end for this weekend?
No, I'm good.
Okay, that was really brief. I like that. Good job, Spaz. Sean, how about you?
Classic Georgia Tennessee game. Loved. Other than that, pretty weak weekend overall. One great game and basically nothing else to talk about. So.
Had Georgia Tech.
Actually, I appreciate two great games: the Notre Dame, Texas A&M, and the Georgia Tennessee game. The two best games of the weekend lived up to the hype.
And the Clemson Georgia Tech game.
Okay, yeah. So all the
three good games.
So all the big marquee matchups, were legit this weekend.
You had a 9 a.m., you had a noon, and you had a 4:30 or noon, 4 and 7, whatever, you had one from each time zone frame or from each time frame of games that stood out. The rest of the games during those time frames were all trash.
Exactly. So, I mean, it was so interesting weekend in that regard. Yes, exactly. All the big games were great, and all the undercard were just garbage. Awful.
And all the weather delays really screwed the scheduling because that really threw me off, and that's why I stopped watching. Like late afternoon, I kind of stopped watching for a little bit because I was like, dude, I'm tired of waiting. Like
I feel like you always have to prepare for that.
I know every year, but today was ridiculous. It was like 5 games in a row, and I was like, to the point where they put on like another meaningless game that no one gives a shit about, and I was like, why am I watching? I was like, oh yeah, weather delay. God damn it. God damn it.
Yeah, it's like, why am I watching this game?
And especially when there are like 3 good games the entire day, 2 or 3 good games the entire
Yeah.
day.
Like these are the ones I want to watch. Like I want to see these ones. These are going to be impactful on the season to a degree. And it's like, bitch. All right. Well, Sean, no one can follow you anywhere because you're a fucking silent stalker.
Hey, give a shout out to the Fighting Top 10, the Fighting Bielema's. They had their first shutout of an FBS opponent in 25 years, 38-0 today.
Nice.
Way to go, Fighting Bielema's.
So Western Michigan in 2 games against Big Ten teams scored 0 offensive points. The only points they scored against MSU were off of pick 6. So no, literally no points on offense.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Well, other than that, Sean, no one can follow you anywhere because again, you're a silent stalker. You are everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Yeah, we can find you to send you the StreamYard link. That's weird.
I can find this StreamYard.
I bet.
Yes.
That was Mrs. Spaz.
Oh, yeah, that's all anyone needs to know is I can find the StreamYard link.
I'll take it. Hey, Spaz, people can follow you where? Here on this channel, of course, on Quacking Off, and here on the Saturday Night Show. Oh, okay. Yeah, Mrs. Spaz. Hey, man talk here. Mansplain to her. We are busy. We're doing things. Not important things, but we're doing things. All right, we're trying.
We are?
We are. Good point. Still, good point.
It would make sense if we are.
I wish we could get a panel. Garner, get out there and recruit, man. What happened to our panel? You know where these guys are.
Well, some people like Will are like crying themselves to sleep.
Will's
right now.
probably crying in a puddle of Irish beer right now.
Yeah.
I would be like crying my chin strap beard off right now.
Yeah, knowing your playoff hopes are gone.
Yeah.
That would be an interesting thought exercise. Notre Dame goes 10-2. They dominate the rest of the year. What are their prospects?
They don't have nobody. They don't have no quality wins.
It really depends on how many other losses that the at-larges take. Not the conference
Even if
champions.
Notre Dame finishes 10-2, they're not getting in because they got 0 wins, quality wins.
Spaz. But how do the other at-larges fare? So, watch all the other at-larges are 8-4. Notre Dame could be like, hey, and we dominate, and they beat everyone by 30 on their schedule. Then you might be saying, no, Notre Dame still has that 12th spot.
God damn.
Yeah.
Or 11, G5 gets to be the 12th, but whatever. The point is, so there's ultimate scenarios in this that you have to deal with.
And if USC has a if that becomes a respectable win, I mean,
that's the only other win that I can see right now that would make up for a little bit, but they would have to run the table and be dominant the rest of the way, I think.
But here's a little bit of my quibble. Like, Notre Dame loses to Northern Illinois last year. That is way worse than losing to close games to Miami and Texas A&M. Like, that's so much worse. Who was their quality win last year?
I would argue, I guess it would be Navy. And I guess maybe USC, but even then, they should have they easily could have lost the USC game.
Navy and a 6-6 USC.
And they still could have lost that USC game. Really, they should have probably lost that one. USC couldn't stop throwing pick sixes.
They have Purdue at Arkansas, Boise State, North Carolina State, and USC back to back at home. At BC, Navy, at Pitt, Syracuse, at Stanford. I can see USC maybe beating them. Navy has a fucking run game that's just insane. 400 yards on the ground today. Jesus.
Yeah, the problem with USC is though they're going to be at Notre Dame this year too. That's kind of the problem for USC.
The trick with Notre Dame is they don't have. I mean, I guess Arkansas is their toughest road game left.
Yeah, I would say Arkansas probably.
They have at Arkansas and then at BC in November, and then at Pitt and Stanford.
I mean, I do credit Notre Dame for scheduling these stuff. Miami obviously just in their ACC schedule, but to then schedule Texas A&M, Arkansas. I don't know who set up these types of schedules for them, but credit them. But guess what? In the world that we live in today, and you not having a conference title chance to prove yourself
are very slim.
Yeah, not slim. You don't have a conference title opportunity because they're not in a conference.
No, I mean their chances to make the CFP.
Yeah, well, when you're 0-2, yes, your chances went from like 0-1. Okay, 80% chance still potentially. You literally went down to like 40%. And you gotta fucking beat the shit out of everyone on your schedule, basically.
And you got to hope that that one or two of those teams rises up and becomes a quality win. I mean, you already control that, so.
Yeah. It's not great. It's not looking good for Notre Dame. Let's put it that way. And I will be laughing my ass off in the morning watching Ola's Irish reaction show because he's going to be losing his shit. Absolutely losing his fucking mind.
I haven't seen anything from Wendy today.
Think about how different the situations are right now for Notre Dame and for Clemson. Because Clemson has a very clear path right now to get back into the time.
Yeah, they just have to win the ACC.
Yeah, but I mean, Miami's probably winning that bitch.
Well,
probably,
yeah,
but the path is clear. I'm not saying
crystal ball somehow. You know this.
Yeah. Is it if it comes down? Will Clemson still have a shot at the ACC with Miami? Is it the top two teams?
No, of course.
In the ACC?
But who knows what these two teams are going to be like in December?
Yeah.
Miami, I got to give Miami looks pretty fucking good right now.
I will say that. And shout out to the USF, though. We talked about it earlier. I was like, USF, look, they ran into a buzzsaw. They already had two tough games. Boise is not a slouch team still. They're missing Genty, obviously. Then they went to Florida and took out Florida, who's still a talented team. They're just misguided. But they got hit.
All I want in a perfect universe, all I want is
this
Big
show
Ten
to
championship or not. You know, college playoffs. I want a home game, and I want Oregon to be the home team, and Miami is the visitor.
Oh, that would be so
Dan
sweet.
Lanning versus Mario Cristobal.
On the road back.
Give me that all day.
Yes.
Give me that all day.
I'll take it.
First round college football playoff.
All right. Let's wrap this up because
It is true. Sean is dying. He's look.
John is dying.
The caveman's getting sleepy. He's like, I've got to go. I gotta go bury some bones and tan some hides. And
wait. This is Eastern time zone right here.
Yeah.
I'm central, so don't worry. I'm the same time. I'm
He's
like,
only an hour behind
You'll be here in an hour. Trust me.
Yeah.
I was up fucking early this morning, so don't worry. And I've been up all day. So, anyways, yeah, follow Sean. Or Spaz over here. Not Sean. Sean's unfindable. He's a ghost. He's a myth. He doesn't even exist. Spaz and Sean.
AI completely. Generative.
So follow Spaz though. Follow Spaz over here.
Yeah, I know what LOL we are.
Sean at Spaz
shit.
Drag _ Spaz Drag rather. Follow him on Twitter there. What the fuck just happened? I have no idea. Everyone, you did things in the background, Spaz, and it fucked everything up.
Oh yeah, blame it on me.
Yeah, I am blaming on you.
I'm the sober one tonight. Fuck.
I'm all right.
I am not. It's all right.
Sounds like I am not right.
Oh my god! Wait, you guys are still alive? Yeah, exactly.
Right?
This is why we're trying to end this bitch. Jesus, we are trying to end this
Trying to
motherfucker.
end for like 45 minutes.
I've been trying, and then they keep going off on boxing and like talking about Miami, and I'm like, and Notre Dame. I'm like, literally, we did our outros like 30 minutes ago, and you guys went off on a tangent about Notre Dame.
Yeah, that is not a lie. that is the truth.
That is the truth. So,
Yes.
Exploring the Ben and Sam channel. Maybe we'll be live Sunday night. I'll be considering it. I'll see what happens. But yeah, follow Spaz over here, the co-host of the Quacking Off Show here and the After Dark Show now. It's called the After Dark Show.
For now.
We don't get bitch and complained at about, even though it was my title. So fuck it. Show them their love on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter, Exploring Ben and Sam, and us at Quacking Off CFB on Twitter.
Quacking off.
Quacking
Yeah.
off, bitch. Other than that, yeah, check us out tomorrow night on the Exploring Ben and Sam channel for some fun times. And other than that, we'll see you guys, I guess, hopefully next week, I guess. With the After
Probably.
Dark
Good night,
Show.
Frankeny. Don't work too hard.
Hey, do we have that thing at the end of the show, or is that not a part of our?
No, was it?
Do we have that thing at the end of the show, or?
Yeah, we have that thing here.
All right, we do.
I have it, but I have the outro I was going to play.
We
Okay,
need to
that's
make a
fine.
new one.
Yeah.
Fuck
Oh, you-
Ohio State.
All right, you can do the pop. You can do your outro if you want.
Ouch,
Where is
bitch.
it? Where is it?
I wasn't requesting it. I was just asking. So, whatever you had planned.
Spaz has his own thing he likes,
Okay.
but that's for our Oregon shows. So he
Yeah.
he needs to differentiate Oregon from this show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Alright,
show
So
has always been Pop Tart.
Sean, go for it.
Let's go ahead. Pop Tart. Play us out. Third degree burns right to the buns.
Right to the bum.
I mean, he does have a fucking nice looking ass, though. That ref is fucking fit.
Oh, yeah, he's doing his P90X in the morning. You can tell.
Oh, squats all day long.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Ross.
Love it.